Hello, hello, hello. It's been a minute, everybody. Welcome to a stream format that has become a staple for me, a little something I call Shuffle Saturday. If you haven't witnessed this before, I have my game collection loaded up into a website called the Backloggery. Hello, Silvar. How you doing? How you doing, everybody else? I have my game collection loaded into a website called the Backloggery that is behind this burning Elmo effigy. Thank you, as always, for your service. Where it'll randomly suggest a game out of my collection for me to play. Using that feature, I will play random game from most of the games I own and have the tactical setups to stream. Currently around 1,600 different games. I'll then play that game unless I decide to veto it, or someone in chat types !veto, in which case I'll throw that one out, we'll pull a different one, and as you can see, I only have 2 vetoes for the entire night, whereas you all have twice as many. That being said, I will automatically throw out any game I can't stream, either due to technical issues specific to the game, particularly old PC games. Sometimes I just cannot get OBS to play ball. It happens from time to time. Or because it would get me banned. An example if the game rolled is Honey Pop or something, because, hey, I got those kind of games, and y'all get to watch me sweat for a couple seconds while I try and switch over to another tab. It's fun. You can also use the veto command mid-game to stop it immediately, or use !encore towards the end of the segment, and I do give a little bit of a warning when we're coming up on time, to say, you know what, I want to see a little more, and have me go for another 15 minutes. There are also channel point rewards you can spend to affect things as well, including the ability to outright choose the next game. I also have to give a continuing shout out to my friend Rapukin. Thanks to his generosity and the magic of Steam Share, I've added around 200 additional games to the randomizer, most of which I've never played, I've never heard of, I have no idea what's going on in them, so it just adds a little extra layer to the chaos. And we've got the very tail end of a bet for what system is going to be rolled, if you want to get in on that. If not, I understand, but I always like to offer opportunities for gamble. And hey, I hope everyone's weekend is off to a good start. Mine is pretty well. I mostly just kind of sat around and was lazy, played some hardcore World of Warcraft. Also ate some delicious food, some leftovers, and then I made myself some buttery lemon parmesan pasta, which, like, oh my god, not healthy at all, but so good. I like to eat kind of a bigger meal before I stream, because I feel like just because of how much of a goddamn motor mouth I am, I burn a lot of calories or something, because I'm always hungry by the time I finish streaming. Um, Very well. Only Silvar for the betting. Alright, I'll just do a quick refund. And first off, for Shuffle Set... I can say words. I promise. I know how to English. I haven't been drinking. The computer's been drinking. They were all too afraid. They saw you pick the most likely option. First up for Shuffle Saturday shall be Dave Defeat on Steam. This is definitely a repu game. I do not recognize this. Looks like military game? Okay. I can throw a download on this. If you'd rather we go for something else, let me know with a veto. Otherwise, I should have that up in soon. TM. Okay, yeah, looks like that download's only about a minute. And we'll find out what that is together. I also managed to finally beat Baldur's Gate 3, which I feel like just kind of like frees up my life, because now I don't have to be thinking like, I'm almost to the end of Baldur's Gate 3, I could be playing Baldur's Gate 3. Why am I not playing Baldur's Gate 3 right now? An old source mod. Oh, okay. I'm not expecting particularly high quality in that case, but hey, maybe it'll surprise me. Stranger things have happened. Alright, that has downloaded. So let me flip over. Okay, let's try the other capture setup. You're gonna be annoying about it. Interesting. It's not... Huh. Okay, I've got one more thing I can try. Let me... And I'm muted on the screen. Professional streamer here. Okay, there we go. Okay, took a few tries, but we're here. 30 minutes on the clock. Let me check out what Day of Defeat is all about. I'll take a new game. Oh, is this multiplayer only? Ew. There are a lot of servers, but like... I think I'm actually gonna burn one of my vetoes to not have this, because I don't... Yeah, no. Not diving right into a multiplayer game that I know nothing about. Okay, so let me just mark that off. Instead, let's go into Pathfinder Kingmaker. Okay. How big is this download? Actually, I might already have this downloaded, because I remember, like, half a year ago, I was like, man, I really want to try this game, and then I inevitably never got around to playing it. Pathfinder Kingmaker. I think this is one of the things I downloaded on the GOG, we have Steam at home thing. No, I did not. Okay, how big is the download? That is kind of the question here. 24 gigabytes. I'll start it, and I'll see, like, how long it's gonna take. Let me see what the estimate is. Because if this is gonna take too long, I'll throw it out executive side and move on to something else, because I don't want to just sit here and stall while we wait for a game to download. Fun to boss you around in character creation decisions. There's no guarantee that I would listen, though. You know me. Bit of a rapscallion. Ooh, that download speed is not good. Yeah, we'd be sitting here for like 10 minutes or so. Okay, I'm gonna say no on that one. Just not doing that because we'd be waiting a little too long. So great, just off to a perfectly chaotic start, and inevitably it leads us back to Game Boy, where I will probably regret my decision. Driven. Oh boy, 10 followers. You can tell a game is good when no one on Twitch wants to watch it. Alright, I should have this fired up soon. I don't think I've played this game before. But, you know, the Game Boy Advance has some good stuff on it. And a lot of absolute garbage. So we'll see which one this is, and it's probably going to be garbage. Flip over to here. I'm gonna go a little bit like... Okay, there. Alright, 30 minutes on the clock. Sorry for the misfires. Ugh, the English option has the UK flag. Unfortunate. 30 minutes on the clock, let's check out Driven. Arcade, single race, testing session, well, obviously I gotta try the story mode. Oh, but wait, do I have the top secret cars? Probably not, but definitely not. skill level easy sounds good. Let's story mode. You are Jimmy Bly. You have not had a good start to the season, so your team boss has ordered you back to Arizona for training. Show your team spirit and beat an 18-second lap time at the Desert Palace Oval. It feels really short. 1, go! Very British announcer. Oh god. Also, an 18-second lap feels really short. But maybe not. You know, maybe if I can bounce off fewer walls, I can get it done. I also don't know what the gauge on the right means. Also, I like how everyone's like, yeah, Jimmy Bly is training because he's terrible at his job. One car on a dirt track, right? You know, there's nothing wrong with that, because, you know, F1's well known for their ability to handle any terrain. Well, maybe that's like my damage level. Okay, I cleared it. I can avoid further damage. You're veteran racer Joe Tanto. Show Jimmy that you've still got the old magic. Collect the 3 coins from the track and turn in a lap time of no more than 18 seconds. All these different protagonists. Who am I supposed to root for? The young hotshot who's fallen on a streak of bad luck? Or the old pro who's looking to show this upstart that he's still got what it takes? Okay, first lap is just about shit. Yes, first lap is just about shit. That's what they always say in racing. I need to see where the coins are. The first one was, like, here. Yep, there's one. Next one was, like, yep, 2. The third one was along here somewheres. There we go. Now all I have to do is beat 18 seconds, which might not happen because I hit the wall. I hit the wall again. Come on, come on. Barely did it. I still got what it takes. You're Jimmy Bly, the young hotshot with it all to prove. Finish first or second in New York and gain your desired hotshot pinup status. I don't look that old. I look like Burt Reynolds. Like, in the later years of Burt Reynolds. 1, go! Not gonna be able to get over this announcer voice. So this still kind of looks like a dirt road to me. Oh. Okay, I'm glad the objective is not win the race, just get in the top 2. That's at least a little more forgiving than most racing games, where it's like, oh, you didn't finish first? That means you lost. And I'm like, what do you mean? Am I dead? No, I just spawned back, like, 2 miles away. Cool. Very fair game, thank you. And I mean, with this sterling handling, you know, clearly it's just my what the fuck. Okay. You know, you just have like a small chance to just completely ramp off of another car and fly off to your fiery death. Like those guys. It's fine. It's fine. Jesus, this is still the first lap. Oh well, it's fine. The straightaways are good. It's the turns where I start getting messed up. But now I've had a chance to see the goddamn it. Oh, game. Why must you do these things? See, I'd be a little more okay with, like, the explosions if this was, you know, a Mario Kart-like, where I was using items, or, you know, a rock and roll racer, where, like, you had to, like, manage your ammo a little bit while racing. Just something where I had offensive capabilities to mess up my rivals actively, instead of what's otherwise just, like, a straight racing... I should have just joined a random server on that FPS. It would have been fine, probably. I probably wouldn't have gotten my computer hacked. And yet, here we are. It's... I don't... There's no... Sometimes I just give him a little love bump. I just give him a little love tap. Sometimes it's like, oh, well, I guess you're Team Rocket blasting off again and you get to die. Also, I had kind of hoped that this was going to be part of the Drivers series, since the name was kind of similar. Because those games are always enjoyable jank to... Okay. Him going flying isn't entertaining. It's just, like, frustrating to me, because I don't understand what causes it. Like, is it just if I'm going X miles per hour when I ram into someone? Because that feels kind of... I mean, at least the AI can also crash and burn. That is a small solace. Also, the races are pretty long. Like, 5 laps. So I've got time to make it up. Like, I'm already back in second? Oh, 2 people exploded behind me. Because I've never been great at racing games. I think part of it was, you know, in my gaming youth, I was introduced to racing games through, like, Mario Kart, so that's the baseline of what a racing game is in my brain. Just, like, something that's... has, like, items and is, like, kind of cartoony, but then there are all these racers that go for some level of, like, realism, and I'm like, why? Why are you doing this? It's a video game. Let's just have fun with it. And just be completely ridiculous. Let's be firing missiles and blue turtle shells at each other. Man. I never... Oh, probably because I drove over the oil slick, I guess? Okay, no, the B button is just... Okay, L and R don't seem to do anything. Okay, B button is just the expected brake, but I don't see how that's going to help me unless I could maybe use it to avoid that. I guess it could be interesting if you could, like, tactically crash to leave an oil slick for somebody so you could wipe them out. Like, it seems like that's absolutely never going to be worth it, just because of how far back it always sends me, but... I don't know. I don't know why I'm looking for redeeming qualities in this game that, it doesn't have that many. Also, okay. We got some people bunched up here. All I have to do is make it into second. That's it. That's all I gotta do. So if I don't explode, I think I can pull that off. Because I caught a glimpse of a guy in second. Okay. Okay, all I need to do is not screw up and die. If I can handle that, I can win this. And by win this, I mean get second. Because that's a victory for story mode. Okay, there we go. My car was about to explode, but it's fine. Joe, there was only one driver that rivaled you. Bo Brandenburg. Now is your chance to settle an old score in a head-to-head race through New York. Wait, that was supposed to be New York. Okay, at least this is like a city street. Alright, Bo Brent. Really? Really? That's... God... They have, like, the road blocked up, and then they're like, oh, no, they're just, like, semis there. You know, as you're accustomed to dealing with as a pro racer. Just the semis in the road. You know, with your car that just randomly sometimes flips up and explodes. It's fine. Don't worry about it. This is sabotaged by pro Bo Brandenburg, by the other guy's supporters. Bo Brandenburg. I don't know why that name causes me trouble. Okay, I'm at least... Nope, I was going to say at least... Oh, and he can just phase through them! He can just drive right under that shit. Sure, why not? Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Okay, at least he, like, sucks as far as actually racing. He just has the supernatural ability to phase through semis that are in his way. I think it was, yeah. And so then it's kind of a slalom. Slalom? 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 Something like that? Come on. I think we're almost at the end here, so I just need you to... Wait, I'll take it. Narrow width. Wait, it said you... What a well-designed game. Go! Okay, so he starts that way for phasing through the semi. And then I gotta go over here. And the next one is here. Yep. Then it's the turn. Shit, where was the next one? I think the next one is on the right side. No, wait. Yep, okay, okay. Next one is over there, I believe. Or no, this is just straightaway. Yeah, okay. I win this. I win this easy. All it took was not it running. What? Okay, I'll give this one more shot before I declare story mode to be well and truly bugged. And I'll try a different mode. Like, I had him beat by a mile. Like, that wasn't some crazy last-minute rubber banding. Homie had just straight up, like, was eating my dust, and suddenly they were like, nah, you lose. This seems flawless to me. Yep. 4-hour driven stream. Coming up. We'll break the world record for the story speed run. You know, the key is really to having good RNG, so the game doesn't bug out and allows you to advance. And you see, we didn't get the RNG there, so I'm going to... Jesus Christ. Okay, never mind. Arcade mode. Joe Tanto, Jimmy Bly, Brandenburg. I think I will probably want someone with good acceleration and handling. Yeah, maybe that's it. You know, that's the end of the game. That's it. Ooh, hello, Leo Lopez. Your max speed is amazing. Okay, I'm gonna go with this guy because he has really good handling and acceptable acceleration. Everyone else's acceleration kind of sucks. But handling seems to be what I want. 1, go! Also, apparently arcade mode is like, alright, you just race every course. What, you expected to pick, like, Mushroom Cup, Flower Cup? No, you ain't playing Mario Kart, you're playing Driven, you son of a bitch. You'll take what you get, and you'll enjoy it. I'm like, okay, please don't hurt me anymore. Oh, there's a... Oh, no. This is going to be one of those where I cross, I do a lap, yep, and time gets extended. Ooh, okay. So I'm racing against the clock and the AI. Interesting. I kind of like that. I kind of dig that. I'll probably be changing my tune later when the tracks get a little more complex. And, you know, they start having semis parked on the damn road, but... For now, why am I on fire? You know what? I ain't gonna worry about it. This just means that I am racing real good. Nothing bad will possibly happen as a result of the flames coming off my wheels and engulfing my engine. You see? We were fine. Completely fine. Race over. Smoked. 1, go! I was kind of hoping my timer from, like, the last race would carry over, so I get a bit of a bonus for... Oh, shit. Okay, that's not great. Oh, God. Will I even be able to make it to the checkpoint? Okay, there we go. Oh, I don't think it's, like, time... I think it's just, like, time resetting. Whenever you complete a lap or hit a check. Yeah, because it always goes back up to 14 seconds. So it begins! Oh, timer resets when I die. Okay, never mind. Never mind, that's fine. That's fine. I can live with that. You got driven. I really did, Antihero. How you doing, man? Good to see you. I threw out a couple games that might have been good, and instead took the... Well, I'm pretty sure that the Pathfinder game would have been good, because my buddy Ryan, who generally has very good taste in CRPGs, has recommended the Pathfinder games up, down, and sideways to me. I just haven't had the... God damn it! I haven't had the time to get to them yet. Chilling on a Saturday, hell yeah. That's about been my Saturday as well. Been very lazy. Tomorrow is the day when I'm gonna get a lot of stuff done. Like, my plan is, I'm gonna set up my bread maker to have some fresh whole wheat bread ready for me when I get up at, like, 6 or 6:30 in the morning. And I'm going to, as soon as it's a, like, reasonable hour, mow my lawn, because it's going to be nice and cool tomorrow. We're doing away with these awful goddamn 90-degree plus days we've had for the past, what feels like 8 years. And then stream Pentiment, and then I've got a desk to put together, which is gonna be in my work from home office, and should be a lot better than the janky one I'm using now. So that's gonna be good to have all that stuff done with and over with, and I exploded again. Yeah, that's kind of the impression I got, and like, I've heard that Wrath of the Righteous is like so good. Like, my buddy Ryan he's very straight, but apparently there's like one dude who is queerer than a $3 bill in that game. That's one of the party members you can get. He's like, I think you would love him, Tim. One of those cases where he was like, romancing him wouldn't match my actual orientation, but maybe I just want to learn more about him. And I was like, damn, okay, if he can inspire you into that. Wait, this is the same race. Does arcade mode just stick me here until I get first place on every race? It's like a racing purgatory. I expected it to be a little more like a season mode. You know, I'd get points for my placement, and then we would just keep going down the circuit. Ugh. You know, I have actually had, because having beaten Baldur's Gate 3, I've had a bit of an inkling to, like, go back and play the original Dark Alliance, because I remember it being pretty good. Like, obviously it's not really Baldur's Gate, it's Gauntlet with a different coat of paint, but it was reasonably fun, and, you know, neat to see a different depiction of the Elf Song Tavern and all those stuff, although mostly they're like, oh yeah, you're in Baldur's Gate, but actually you're just running around the sewers and you don't see any of the city. Yeah, also now you're in, like, the mountains and stuff. Forget about Baldur's Gate. We have generic dungeon number 6 for you, and I'm like, oh, at least the gameplay's good. It's like racing purgatory. Can you escape the crushing loneliness of the modern world? It's like racing purgatory. Twitch.tv/Vimbert. Noted man who talks about video games. It's so true. It's so true. I mean, they had a Beholder, I think. That's something, but yeah, they didn't try very hard. And, like, it was so funny when I was, like, because I feel like the first Baldur's Gate came out when I was, like, a teen or maybe a preteen or something, and everyone was like, oh, yeah, Vim, you gotta try this game, Baldur's Gate. I'm like, oh, yeah, I played that when I was, like, 10. They're like, what do you mean? It just came out. I'm like, no, it was a game on the PC. It was on 6 CDs. And they're like, no, it's for the GameCube. I'm like, not my Baldur's Gate. Yeah, I seriously am just in racing purgatory here. They're like, you didn't do well enough. back you go to the speed mines. Which actually just sounds like I'm mining drugs. Rather than, yeah, never mind. No more of that. No more of that praise, now that I've given it more than a half second of thought. Though this shows how much I know about drugs, I don't really... I assume it's like it's chemically made, you Breaking Bad it. I don't actually know. Because as far as I know, the only like drug thing that's like natural, you got weed, you got peyote, you got mushrooms. Those are the only ones I know of. And it'll be interesting to see, like, Denver decriminalized mushrooms. I'm gonna be interested to see if my city takes more steps in, like, will we have like shrooms in dispensaries after too long here and just truly keep earning our name as the Mile High City? I've heard people bitching that, like, the weed business in Colorado is not making nearly as much money as it used to because we don't have marijuana tourism anymore. From other states where they're like, oh, no, we can't legalize the marijuanas. That would lead to the crime. So it'd be interesting if Colorado's like, alright, shrooms. And everyone else is like, wait, what? And our government's like, did we stutter? Coca's natural, cocaine is refined coca. Oh, okay. Oh, right, that's the whole thing, because, like, that was the original thing in, like, Coca-Cola. Right, I forgot about that. Wow, everyone is on this turn. Okay, I might be able to get a half-decent spot after all. Okay, third. Third's pretty good. Second is better. Will they let me escape from the stage if I get second? Race over. Okay, I did not beat Brandenburg. New track. It's time to go back to sucking horrible. Probably. Or is this a track I've already been on? I don't know. It feels like this game has like 2 tracks, or at least they have 2 tile sets for their races. They're like, you're on dirt or you're on street. But I guess this one has a beach in the background, so that makes it different. And you know, there are some big turns in it. Gives it a very unique identity in this game. You gotta make multiple big turns. Very changes... God! Griffin! It's fine, it's fine. I've got the rest of the race to come back, and I probably, maybe can, he says, immediately getting passed up by 3 people. It's so nonsensical, like, there's no rhyme or reason to it. Like, I don't understand what the devs were thinking. I mean, I hate to go full angry video game nerd, but this is legit a, what were they thinking? Almost makes me want to do the, like, game they did an asset swap. Maybe. Then, like, all the flipping over, I could see a little bit more. Because it's a lot tougher to control a motorcycle and, like, have it be stable and stuff. Fun fact that I think I've mentioned on stream a few times. I haven't used it in many years, but I do have a motorcycle endorsement on my license. I haven't really driven a bike since college. But for a while back in college, it was my main mode of transportation. Very good for a broke kid. Because, you know, got that motorcycle gas mileage. I was driving, like, around a tiny little, like, 400cc engine or something. So it was like, yep, just gonna casually make 70 miles per gallon driving in the city. And that felt pretty good. I would fill up the gas tank and go into the gas station to pay, because this was back in the day when you could still do that instead of prepaying everywhere. Or, you know, I would prepay in cash and then, like, go in. They'd be like, you filled 2 gallons? And I'm like, yep, that's all it takes. because small bike, small gas tank. Technically, I think it had like 3 gallons or something, but I never wanted to let it dip too low, for obvious reasons. Like, if worst came to it, I probably could have, like, picked up... Well, actually, I did a few times pick up that bike and, like, carry it. Not very far, but, like, you know... If I needed to, just get it out of, like, an... If I parked it at, like, the bottom of a hill or something where I just couldn't, like, back up that well, I could just kind of just, like, pick her up, move her over, and then get going. Kind of nice. My dad also, he's a big, like, huge bikes guy. He's always owned a Harley. Well, almost always owned a Harley since he got his motorcycle endorsement. But he said, he was like, yeah, that bike of yours is fun to drive, Vim, because if you wipe out and take a spill, you just go, eh, and you're back up and on the road again. But with only 3 minutes left to go, will I be able to get back on the road again? Also, they let me escape from that track this time. Interesting. This game feels like... I never expected to say this about a racing game, but it feels like a lot of it is like arcane knowledge. Like, in the story mode, you just lose when you win, you lose. Sometimes in the arcade mode, you just randomly flip over and explode. Sometimes, when you don't win the race, you get sent back to the same race. Sometimes when you lose the race, they're like, just move on to the next one. We're tired of you. You know, this is why some people in, like, you know, this was very much an emerging field of study at the time. And I wasn't sure how viable it was, but, you know, I did have some friends who, you know, they took a few courses on driven studies, you know, trying to plumb the depths of its mysteries. And I was like, I don't know, guys, how commercially viable do you think that'll be? But, well, lo and behold, here I am here, streaming driven and, you know, actively contributing to the field of research, you know. The data scientists are among my 5 viewers right now, observing all the various things I'm getting into, so they can perhaps begin to understand this work of mad genius that came to us on the cutting edge. Absolutely. You know, I just had to... It's... Like, driven academia can be like such kind of an ivory tower in an old boys club. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get in there, total outsider, just kind of really shake things up. Show them that, like, you know what? Your orthodoxy is not the key to discovering more things. You gotta come at this with unconventional angles. You gotta be willing to, like, crash and explode, like, 5 times in a row to see what happens in that case. You have... Ah, damn. I wish I'd played, AI the Somnium Files Nirvana Initiative more recently, or else fuck it, I'll reference it anyway. You have to be a terror. That's a reference for no one who's watching, probably. Very good game, though. Highly recommend it. Streamed it the day it came out, and then it was like, yep, I'm not going to be able to keep myself from playing this on my own time. And I just beat it off stream. Because sometimes that happens with games I'm really excited about. Like, I thought about streaming Baldur's Gate 3, but I'm like, no. I already have 2 people pestering me about playing multiplayer, and I know I'm gonna want to finish this thing, like, as soon as I can. So, nah, no streaming that. Also, like, everyone and their dog was streaming Baldur's Gate 3, just like how now everyone and their dog is streaming Starfield. So, I would have just been lost in the crowd. And speaking of being lost in the crowd, our 30 minutes are up. For This is Shuffle Saturday, where we play a different game every 30 minutes. It was a bit of a taste of the terrifying and strange Ribbon. But now we're moving on to something else. Yeah. I don't know. The thing for me is, like, it has to be a game... Well, Shuffle is kind of the exception, and it's partially, like, a challenge for me. It has to be games that I'm not just extremely indifferent about, because if I can get pissed at a game, that can be funny, and that can be content. If I can get super into a game, that can be enjoyable, and that can be content. But if I'm just like, Okay, yeah, this game is just kind of there. Of course, Gamba. If you're just coming in, we're moving on from Driven. I have around 1,600 games loaded into this randomizer, the Cookie of Fortune, and I'm gonna pull a random one, and we're gonna play that for the next half hour. If you would like to partake in the gambling, you can bet your garlic coin on what system's gonna come up next. It's probably gonna be PC or Steam, but you know, the conventional wisdom is that it's always Game Boy, and you know, 100% of the time, 30% of the time, or wait, it's Game Boy 100% of the time, 30% of the time. I screwed up the quote. I'm going to take a sip. I also want to mention this now, because otherwise I feel I will forget. I have been gently bullied into doing a September 11th stream. It will be stupid. And that's it. That's all I'm going to say about that. That's it. Anyone who's been around for a long while, if you really think back to the one time when I made a 9/11 joke, you're gonna know what that is gonna be. And what the game is gonna be. But otherwise, you will just have to find out. It's also not going to be a long stream, because while I let that timer tick down, still time to get in on that betting if you want. I'm continuing to get like a feel for where the job is at. The thing about my job is like I am talking to people and using my voice for easily like 5.5 hours out of the day, and not quite at the level to like where I'm using my voice where I'm streaming. You know, I'm not doing like voice acting, but it's still like it's a lot on my voice. So at the end of the day, I feel like streaming is kind of a difficult proposition. But Thursdays and Fridays, they're kind of having us do something different, but I don't know yet if that's a temporary thing or if that's a permanent thing. If that's going to be a permanent thing, then I can start to commit to some weekday streams on those days. Well, at least one of those days. Thursdays, I usually have my in-person D&D games, so that kind of... Okay. Anyway, next up for Shuffle... Why can't I words today? Next up for Shuffle Saturday shall be... No, absolutely fucking not. We are not playing Ghosts and Goblins for the Game Boy Color, and I'm going to veto that in a minute. Apologies to chat, and better luck next time. Let me foolishly mark off my second and final veto before 1 hour has gone by. I'm sure I'll never regret this decision. Instead, next up shall be... Oh, interesting. Okay, Death End Request 2 on Steam. Do I have this installed? No. This is a game I started to Let's Play on here before I started to, like, get, frankly, fed up with it. But you know what? At least it has an interesting beginning for a JRPG. So I wouldn't mind showing that off. How long is that download? That is... Come on, that's not the actual download speed, right, Steam? Okay, that's a little more like it. Okay, okay, looks like about 5 minutes, so yeah. Cool. If you'd rather we go for something else, let me know with a veto. Otherwise, in a bit, we shall have some Death End Request 2. If you have not seen Death End Request, you don't need to know anything. Basically, it was like, not enough anime girls in that anime game. You know what? Fair. Very well. Mark off a veto, and instead we shall go with... here's that regret. Earthworm Jim for the Game Boy Advance. I believe I've played this before. I don't think it went very well for me. But RNG has spoken. So I'll have that fired up in soon. Perfect. Alrighty, did I update the stream info? No, I did not. Earthworm Jim. We'll have sound in a minute. 30 minutes on the clock. Let's play some Earthworm Jim. Just normal practice. Okay. What else do you need? Just normal practice. New Junk City. In a world where... Ow! One bird destroyed. Oh, okay, I can jump on, I can grab onto that. A little bit funky, at least. Hello, cow. Do you, like, do something, cow? The camera is focused on you as though you're important. Do I have you, like, give me a little kick? Fridge? Ah, okay. Cow launched. That's apparently important. Yeah. You know, it was only, it was just the Game Boy Advance. They were doing their best, even if their best was not very good. Ow! Is Earthworm Jim, like, does he talk with a southern accent? That is not what I pictured for him. I know very, very little about this series. Why can't I jump up? I just dropped down. Very, very frustrating. Oh, I bounce off that. I see. Oh, and now I can't... Okay. Oh, that's fine. I don't care about completion. I just want to see as much of the game as possible. Oh! Oh, of course. I was like, hey, maybe that bell is a different power-up. They're like, no, you idiot. It's a giant bell. It hurts. Fair. Ow! How do I escape? That hit me before it came on the screen. That's quite rude. And I do not appreciate it. Bounce on... No? No bouncing on tires. Okay, then. Can I, like, run down? Okay, so clearly I need to do something here. Boy, the jank is quite real. The jank is very real. Also, I didn't... From what I could see, there wasn't a separate category for the Game Boy Advance version, so... I apologize in advance if anyone came in being like, oh boy, Earthworm Jim, my favorite SNES game. I'm like, well, that's we have Earthworm Jim at home. Earthworm Jim at home. Can I, like, gain some more height by doing a whip? Doing a cool whip? Oh! Okay. Right. You can go left and right, my god. Local streamer learns. Die, Double Bird! Or do... I don't care. I intended to just jump up, but sure, we can just climb directly into the rotating ball of death, Earthworm Jim. That's fine. You're the expert here, after all. Ooh, I want the health. I want the health. Fine. No health. Who needs it? Health is for the tiny cowards. Not we manly Earthworm Jim. Does that not... Oh! That's kind of neat, actually. Well, get off there, Jim. Jesus. The devs are like, yeah, we'll make the first level pretty easy. Anyone will be able to clear it. Well, they never met me. I'm rapidly running out of bullets for my death ray. Can I... No, that just drops me right there. There's gotta be a way to jump up from here, right? Perhaps not. What if I... No, this is back from whence I came. I don't know why, but every time I hear... Well, I know why, but... back in the day when I was, really into Quest 64, because, listen, I only had so many games that I owned. I downloaded a guide off the internet, and, off of, like, GameFAQs, and the guy who wrote it was very obsessed with, like, counting how many times in his own writing the guide he used from whence you came. Like, it would be like, now, go back from whence you came, in parentheses, 6. Yeah, it's so bad. I was very tempted to, instead of Pentiment, be busting out the Quest 64 hard mode hack, because, man, I really want to see what they do with that. Because, like, there's hints of an okay game in there, if you squint a little hard and have had a few glasses of a strong beverage. So, like, I don't know, maybe a ROM hack could make it good? Probably not. Because, like, originally they... Warning! You are playing Earthworm Jim. Ah, ow! I just have to Indiana Jones the shit because my gun is, like, recharging. Or do I have to whip this back into him because it's, like, the trash? Oh, I'm dead. Oh yeah, it's super communist. They're like, comrade, you already have loaf of bread. What is this capitalist greed you are showing here? You think you deserve more than your neighbor next door? No. Go to the back of bread line. Because they were like, yeah, we can't be bothered with programming a money system, which is just an absolutely insane thing for an RPG to not want to do, is have a money system. They're also like, nah, no party members. Also no plot. Also no balance. We don't need any of those things. They did promise that, didn't they? I remember seeing one of the OG commercials for it, and it looked really neat. I'm sure that's why it was purchased for me in the first place. Because my parents are like, oh, okay. Vim will like this game, and he'll leave us alone for a little while about video games. And you know, I have played through Quest 64, I think like 4 or 5 times in my life, mostly as a child. I think like once as an adult, because I was like, haha, I'll play Quest 64, this'll be funny. And I was like, wow, this game's pretty bad. And then I didn't turn it off, and I kept going. I do consider it one of the best, like, power fantasies you can get into in an RPG, because you get Magic Barrier and Avalanche, and you're good to go. Nothing in the game can stop you. I also have, like, a sick fascination with watching speedruns of Quest 64. Because they can do some hilarious stuff if they're doing, like, glitch categories, where they just no-clip out of the map because the game was poorly designed. And even the glitchless ones, they're just, they just get up to some hilarious stuff. Where they, like, look for specific encounters so they can level their stats. I am really not. Yikes. Yeah, they really did. They really did screw up the elemental system balance. They're like, hey, would you like to use earth? Would you like to use fire or wind? No, you don't. You really don't, friend. What? I was punished for trying to attack the boss early. Heal 2? Great, everything else goes to earth. True. I think if I were to do the hard type ROM hack, because they purport to have balanced the elements, I would want to give wind a try, because I think its whole gimmick where, like, it has multi-hit homing attacks is neat, like, if you properly balanced it out. Because a lot of the motherfuckery in that game comes from having to aim your spells with such an imperfect system. Which is part of why Avalanche is so good, because Avalanche is like, yeah, it just hits everything around you. And Wind is like, okay, you're pointing in their general direction, you're gonna hit. Or like, you're not completely turned around the other opposite way from your enemy, you will hit, friend. Fear not. Yeah, exactly. Fire wasn't too bad, but, like, the earth spells, like, rock were pretty finicky, some of the water spells were pretty bad, unless you just, like, got right up in there. But if you were going for any kind of ranged option, it felt like you had a high probability of getting screwed over. Yeah, fire, I never really used fire too much. Fire also kind of had you could tech into, like, homing attacks, if I recall, because there was a whole, like, searing arrows thing you could do, which was basically fire wind cutter. And then wind also kind of had, like, a fire-esque big attack. The large cup, I think it was called, where it was just like, yeah, it just sends out a big, like, big thing right in front of you, in a big line. Also could be neat if, like, I don't know, this would also require making the combat system completely different, but, like, Wind had the buff that would, like, improve your movement, I think. That could be interesting if, like, increased mobility became more important. Very cool! I only had to spend all of my health and almost all of my ammo. My god. Truly one of the games of all time. Yeah, sounds about right. Oh, I get it, I get it. Why? Can I, like, use the gun on you? No, you just do farts with your armpit. You're an earthworm, Jin. You'd best start believing in earthworms, Jim. You're one! I vaguely remember this having, like, an animated series or something at some point. Oh, that was convenient, how I could just, like, go behind him and completely dodge everything. I liked that. Oh, but now I gotta time it. And deal with the shit he's trying to drop on me. Why vomit frogs, though? I guess because haha hillbilly eat frog legs? Though judging by how Earthworm Jim sounds, he's kinda in a glass house throwing a laser spear. Shit. A little more. Oh. He's dead now. I had that the whole time? Yeah, really was. Andy Asteroids. Okay, I'm just in a race now, I guess. Sure, why not? This is just nonsense anyway. Why not? I don't know what the bubbles do for me. Let me just... Wow, okay, he just... Oh, bubble is like a shield. Got it. Oh, okay. I gotta get the flaming bits, and they let me go very fast. And I just missed one. And I can't use my bubbles anymore? Interesting. There we go. Just smash through everything in my path. Like an unstoppable force of space nature. Which is just nature, but in space. Okay, he randomly teleported ahead of me, so I guess I lose? Yep. Great. What a good game. Racing minigame where you... Oh! It lets me move on, though. Thank you. Psychro. And we're just straight into boss fight, huh? Ooh, music's got some clock vibes going on. You know what? I will take Diet Tim Follins. I will take Diet Tim Follins music. This is garbage. I have to trust that the SNES version is better. Because I know a lot of people like this series. But boy howdy, this is not a good impression of it. Okay, now that I actually spawn in with some goddamn ammo, let's try that again. Ow! Oh, come on, I can't... Okay, there we go. Oh! And that's it. Alright. I guess I'll accept the short stage. That's fine. What the heck? You're good, but I'm better. You can't beat me, I've got a better ship! Sorry, just immediately calls to mind Star Fox 64 for me. Actually, no, I'm not gonna be sorry. That game fucks. I wonder if I still have my old skills at that. Definitely not to the point that I did in my childhood heyday, when it was like the game I was playing for a while. Oh yeah, it's amazing. And like, there was a YouTube video I found a while back that was like, just uploads of the Star Fox 64 voice lines, but without like compression or like any filters put on them, and like, they're really good performances. Like, so many people just meme on them for like the, Daddy screamed real good before he died. And and stuff like that. Oh, hell yeah. I don't remember if I unlocked expert mode. I think I did. I did at least get the true ending on the regular. Oh, man abilities make it much harder. True. I can't button mash like I used to. Which ironically makes my brothers a little more willing to play like Mario Party with me. Because it used to be just like every minigame that involved mashing, they were like, oh, Vim wins. Ah, the rocket launcher version. I mean, that is the meme. I'm every voice actor. Antihero, did you ever play Star Fox Assault? That had really good multiplayer. Because some maps it was just flying, some maps you could kind of... Oh, I float on the gem. Discoveries. You could also have, like, kind of a wide-open, wide-ranging thing where some people were on foot and, like, you could grab tanks and planes. Or tanks and R-Wings. And, like, you weren't screwed at all if you were stuck on foot. Like, sometimes you could just kind of, like, hide away in little narrow cracks and, like, take pot shots at the people flying the R-Wings, and you also had appreciable differences in the controllable characters, and like how their stats, like Falco was very fast and the best in an R-Wing, but he didn't have any help as a pilot. Yeah, I still stand for like multiplayer stuff. The campaign it's fine. But, like, every once in a while when I have somebody over, they're like, well, hey, you're the video game guy, Vim. You got any good multiplayer games? I'm like, let's play some Star Fox Assault. And I bust out my girl, Crystal. And I just zone them, because her stats are not good, but she has the ability to respawn with 2 invulnerability pickups after she loses a life. And, you know, if you're even a moderately skilled player, that can be a huge force multiplier. And it, you know, it looks like I'm giving them a bit of a handicap, because I'm like, oh, Crystal's not that good. I could be playing as, like, Fox or Peppy, but I'll be Crystal. And they're like, okay, I'll be Falcon. I'm like, hey, enjoy having no health, chump. No, I'm not that mean with my guests, usually. Yeah, the trouble is that just, like, Nintendo is just like, oh, there is one Star Fox story, and that's all we're going to tell forever. Because, like, Zero was just a remake of 64, 64 was a remake of a SNES original. Command was its own thing, but apparently didn't do very well. But, you know, it's also a game with furries in it, and furries are used to garbage writing. That's just completely nonsensical. And they eat that shit up like it's hotcakes, so... Nintendo's more easily able to get away with it. Yeah, I was just talking about the GameCube one. I really like Assault. That one was not developed in-house by, Nintendo, which is kind of why I didn't include it in the list of examples. But yeah, I love Assault. Oh, yeah, Adventure? We don't talk about Adventure. Assault is the good GameCube one. Adventure, I own. God help me, I do own it. But, oof, it ain't great. It's not good. It's not good. They really should have just left it on as, like, an original IP and released it as Dinosaur Planet. And then people probably would have been into it. Like, there's even been... I think it was a few years ago, someone found, like, a beta or alpha build or something that was still really playable about, like, the version before it got Star Foxed. And people were like, hey, this seems a lot better without the Star Fox name kind of arbitrarily tacked onto it. Yeah, it was going to be an original IP made by Rare that they were calling Dinosaur Planet, and they were about to be, like, their exclusivity with Nintendo was ending, and they were about to develop games for the Xbox or something, and Nintendo was like, oh, that's Star Fox now. Yep, that's Star Fox. They're like, this isn't Star Fox gameplay at all. You're running... It's Star Fox now! Okay, Miyamoto, whatever you say. Oh, the record scratch is just like the music. I thought maybe I ran out of time and I was gonna die. Okay, am I a crazy person or am I just like trapped here with nowhere to go? There has to be something I'm overlooking. There's gotta be. But yeah, Adventure was just like a very bad Zelda clone. Yeah, he really does, in terms of storytelling. Because he's of the opinion that, like, video games are just purely for gameplay. No storytelling. Like, with the Mario games in particular, he's been very firm on that. And that's, you know, that's not a good take. GameCube had some really good games. The trouble is the overall library was just very small, you know? You got Tales of Symphonia, Skies of Arcadia, Melee, of course. What were some other good ones? Oh, Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, of course. Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem. I hear Billy Hatcher is good. I didn't really like Mario Sunshine, to be completely honest with you, but I'm not a big platformer guy. So that's maybe not too surprising. I mean, there's also Sonic Adventure 2, but that's kind of cheating because that's a Dreamcast port, but hey, I'm counting Skies of Arcadia, so meh. Oh yeah, Crystal Chronicles was good. I never played Pikmin. Never played Metroid Prime either. Is this new? I don't know. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is this new? Am I free? Or am I just Sisyphus? Pushing the... Oh my god, this is the beginning of the damn stage. Oh yeah, Animal Crossing. Never played Double Dash. I hear the Harvest Moon on it was pretty good. It's a Wonderful Life? I think that was the name of that one. What else? I'm gonna have to, like, look at my backlog and just, like, what GameCube games do I own? Because I know I'm missing some. A couple of the GameCube Mario parties were pretty good. Oh, that's Death. Okay, I thought maybe... Well, I guess that is technically an escape from that level hell. But with only 3 minutes left, will I be allowed to escape from the hell that is this game? Oh yeah, Custom Robo. Yeah, that was Harvest Moon 64 for me so far. Custom Robo looks really good. I've watched, Someone Show, ProZD, played some of it on, one of his Let's Play channels. I forget which. And it looked really good. But yeah, I never played it myself. Oh, it of course has, that timeless classic, Future Tactics: The Uprising. What else? What else? What? We got Crystal Chronicles. I feel like I should be able to climb up here, and yet I can't. Truly, we are reenacting the myth of Sisyphus. He climbs forever, unable to reach the summit. Truly, the earthworm named Jim. This James. He represents us all. Forever trapped by our ambitions, trying to climb higher and higher in society, and yet, just when it seems we should be at the top, we can't quite crest that ledge. We just keep grasping, we just keep trying. Even though we believe it may be inevitable, we just keep going. We just keep trying. Even when it seems we should have cleared it some time ago and we are grasping at the very air, trying to climb even further, we remain trapped, unable to move on. Trapped by society, by our regrets, by this very world that we live in. Oh yeah, Twilight Princess, of course, that's another good one. But yeah, Soul Calibur 2. Didn't the, like, PlayStation 2 Soul Calibur 2 have, like, Darth Vader or something? Or was that Xbox? I forget. Man, that's taking me back. GameCube. Oh yeah, I heard the Pokemon games were pretty good. And on that depressing note of me being just stuck, this is Shuffle Saturday, where we play different every 30 minutes. I have finally managed to escape from that hell, and we shall see what I'm emerging into next. If you're just coming in, we're moving on from Earthworm Jim. I have around 1,600 games loaded up into this randomizer here. I'm going to roll a game. We're going to play it for the next half hour. If you don't like what comes up, let me know with a veto. Oh yeah, Windwalker. Hitachi. Xbox had Spawn, that's right. And I'm actually going to load up a separate backloggery tab. Oh, let me start gambling, because I also want to go and refill my water. What else on GameCube do I own that I really... Oh, Baten Kaitos, Eternal Wings of the Lost Ocean. Yeah, that's great. Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door, Phantasy Star Online. Okay, yeah, I don't think there are any other favorites of the GameCube I'd forgotten about. Everybody loved Shadow the Hedgehog. I was like, whoa, he's like Sonic, but edgy. I am 12 years old and think this is the coolest shit in the universe. Yeah, Thousand Year Door was great. I replayed it, when I was unemployed, and I was like, man, this holds up so well. This is so good. But I'm gonna be right back. Feel free to gamble on what system is gonna come up next if you wish, and then we'll figure out what game we're playing next. Be back in a few. Okay, I return. Thank you for sticking with me. We still got a little bit of an ad break, so I'm gonna wait until then to roll the next game. Hey subscribers, I value you, and VOD watchers, because the rest of them can't hear me right now. Unless you like manage to ad block Twitch, which I imagine is a thing you can do, but I'm not smart enough to do it. Or I guess there's also the what is it, the turbo service? It's basically like, yeah, just no ads. You don't need to sub to streamers, no ads. Okay. We return. Oh, Kirby Air Ride. Yeah, that was another good one. Oh, I feel like there's another one. It's like on the tip of my brain. I can't think of it. Anyway, next up for us on Shuffle Saturday will be Deus Ex Human Revolution on Steam. Congratulations to the person who predicted PC and Steam. This is definitely one I'm going to have to download. It is a little older, though, so I don't think... I definitely just typed in dues. Yeah, I'm pretty fond of it. I've played through it more than a few times. I don't know why. It just clicked with me so perfectly. Okay. How long will this download be? That's... When the Vim reels come up bright. Oh, okay, about 5 minutes. That's not that bad. That ain't that bad. Of course, if you'd rather we go with something else, just let me know with a veto. Oh, and it's updated as it's ramped up the download speed to like 2 minutes. Nice. Yeah, if you'd rather we go with something other than Deus Ex Human Revolution, let me know with a veto. Otherwise, I should have that ready in soon-ish. I always played Human Revolution as a very stealthy character because the combat seemed bad. And to me it kind of felt like a little more what I like wanted from like Metal Gear Solid, if that makes any sense, because that was the only other stealth game I'd played before I played Deus Ex, I believe. I can't really explain what... Oh yeah, full pacifist run is so difficult. I think I managed to do it in one of my runs. But yeah, Deus Ex is basically just like... Or Human Revolution, at least. Sorry, I should be specific because Deus Ex is its own separate thing. It's like, you get kind of the same sort of things that you get in, like, Alpha Protocol, but, you know, they're balanced. I still absolutely adore Alpha Protocol. I think at this point it is just the bad game that I will go to bat for. Just regardless of any circumstances. Oh, hey, you know what I could be doing? Updating the damn category. Yeah, it really is. Alpha Protocol could have been something special. And, like, there's some friends and I gather together a lot of Monday nights to, just play some games. And, like, one of the guys likes to pose, like, various... just like questions about like, oh, what, you know, just hypothetical things to get conversation going. And one of the conversations was like, if you could have a sequel or prequel to a video game, but it focused on a side character instead of the protagonist, what would you do? And I immediately was like, sequel or prequel, doesn't matter. Alpha Protocol game starring Stephen Heck. Because that man is such a delight every minute he's on screen. Okay. That has finished the download. This is relatively recent enough that it shouldn't break OBS to capture this, but this still might take me a couple tries. So let me boot it up and see. We shall play. Oh, right. It's going to install some, like, driver, codec, redistributable, whatever from, like, 10 years ago that it needs, of course. Still, we'll be there soon-ish. I wish I had like a 3 terabyte drive or something so I could just keep my entire Steam library on tap at all times for these Saturday streams, but alas, it is a bit beyond my means. Well, I guess it's just beyond my current technical means. I haven't looked into, like, how much that would cost. I'm assuming much. I'm honestly not sure if 3 terabytes would be enough. I own so many damn Steam games. And some of them, particularly the games that I have through Repu, are just, like, obscenely huge for no reason whatsoever. Like, Payday 2 is like, yeah, I'm like 200 gigabytes. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? You're a game from, like, 9 years ago? I actually do have a terabyte solid-state drive in my current computer. So, I've got some of the big ones on tap. It's just kind of... It's, even now, currently kind of a balancing act of, like, what I want to have installed and what I don't have installed. Oh, okay. I think it is... Oh, shit. It's asking me what monitor I want it on. Gotta refresh my memory. Which monitor is which? Which monitor is which? I really need this to... We'll try this one. 50-50 shot. I have guessed correctly. Oh, okay. Okay, please don't explode when I tab out of you. Okay, perfect. 30 minutes on the clock. Let's play some Deus Ex Human Revolution. I never asked for this. Adam Jensen is such a goofy bastard. I love him so. He was so memed on for so long. New game! Give me a challenge. I have not played this game in many, many years, so I'm probably going to bumble about, but I do remember there being a bit of a tutorial section, so I'm sure we'll be fine. Also, of course, let me know if I need to adjust the sound, because these PC games, I can't necessarily balance around them. Look at the happy building.
Is everything in place?
Almost.
What do you mean, almost?
I have spoken with Montreal. The broadcast satellites are ours when we need them. A few weeks of discomfort, and the public will be primed for our recall.
And the clinics?
We control their purse strings. They will do as we say. I still think we should wait for the referendum. We can't afford to wait. America's Science Board convenes next month. But the mood among the delegates is shifting. I'm positive that given more time...
No. By going public with this discovery, Sarif is forcing our hand.
The world will not change overnight just because David Sarif willed it.
Unless...
We can do nothing until our biochip is ready.
I thought you said you were close.
Finding the correct nerve interface has proven more challenging than anticipated. Fortunately, thanks to David, I now know where to look.
Maybe. I don't really remember much of the asshole options that Adam Jensen gets. And I do think he's cool, but he's cool in a very funny, like, flat way.
Most are demanding that Congress
made by Square Enix, everybody.
Human body's abilities. This in response to claims made by
You can tell because of the collar.
David Sarif that his firm may have discovered a way to make human-controlled evolution available to all. Sarif Industries researchers are set to arrive in Washington tomorrow to defend their claim. But for tonight, this is Eliza Kassan.
They really do.
Live.
Love it or hate it. They got a
With all due respect,
distinct
Major,
style.
I'll expect 2 security details waiting for us on the tarmac. No, we won't be going through the terminal. It's too exposed. Yes. I'm glad you understand. Good night, idiot.
He's so growly.
No, not for me it isn't. But you keep pulling on that necklace, Dr. Reed, and you're gonna break it. Come on, Meg. You've defended your research before.
That was different. Then it was all just theories. But this discovery, Adam, it's big. Kepler big. Rosetta Stone big.
So, what's the problem?
They'll want to know how I found it.
Megan, we're leaving for DC and... Adam, you're there. Good, good.
Yeah, hey,
Something
boss.
Yeah, I want to go over your security plans for Washington before we leave. You and your team ready to go, Megan?
Almost, David. We're just rechecking data.
Well, make it snappy. We have to actually be in Washington before you can dazzle all those federally appointed know-it-alls.
I hate it when he does that. Come on, I'll walk you partway.
David Sarif sounds like familiar. Like, I feel like I should be able to place the voice actor.
Warning. This lab is for authorized personnel only.
I'm
What did you mean
authorized.
back there, Meg? About how you found it?
Nothing. It's just my nerves talking.
There's something I should know. About this place, about Sarif.
Megan,
Hold on.
we're still getting biochemical fluctuations across the artificial flow cells.
Okay. But the increased neural peptides coming from the PDOT cluster could be throwing off your calibrations.
Right, I'll double check that.
He's like, of course!
I can't
That technobab.
About David. You've been here long enough to know. Eric, you wouldn't be avoiding me, would you?
I wouldn't dream of it, Dr. Reed. I think I know why Declan's readings are off.
It's because he's a moron.
I'm thinking the glial tissue breakdown we noticed after splicing in the repressive protein might be the cause. If we had a better cytometer...
We might get a more accurate reading that confirms your theory. I'll ask David to consider it.
Well, if he orders one from Page Industries, maybe they'll throw in another cappuccino maker.
He doesn't have an agenda.
Adam, the work we're doing is good. We're helping people overcome their physical limitations.
Yeah, except most of our clients seem to be DOD.
You're doing
It's
good.
not all
Just another hour to go.
We work with teachers, doctors, construction workers.
Mercenaries.
Those boxes are worth more than your salary.
Sorry.
Nia, you almost ready?
For Washington? Huh.
That's not an answer, Nia.
Ah, Dr. Reed. This is General O'Neill.
Dr. Sevchenko was telling me you've made progress on the Typhoon.
Oh god, the Typhoon.
Thanks to
That
facility.
saved my ass so many times.
The Typhoon uses a modified combat chassis like the one I'm wearing. But I've improved its design using shaped microcharges to propel the steel balls.
You'll see.
Backblast problem?
Solved through kinetic bleeders in the augment. Here, watch.
You see, we make human into shotgun. Ha!
Impressive. How soon till it's ready?
I'm afraid I have to run, but Vasily has all the details, General.
Of course.
We still have some work to do to improve the type.
You're right. The teacher would just love having one of those things.
It would help
You're
with
missing the
discipline.
point. Defense contracts keep us afloat, but neural augmentations that make you think faster, react quicker, they can really improve a life. Everybody's lives. David's talked about it for years.
Yeah, he is a talker.
He's a good man. Admit it, Adam. A part of you likes him.
Are you calling me
Like
gay?
everyone, Dr. Reed.
Yeah, right.
And now we shift to security cam vision for no reason.
How far are you going?
Diane's office. I forgot to leave her a key so she can walk Kubrick. He's gotten big, you know. Keeps knocking over all my plants.
You are quite a hand
Did you
talker,
show that
Dr.
place
Reed.
yet?
I moved it. And I fenced in the yard. Like you always said you were going to.
Yeah, never got around to that. Sorry.
Me too. About a lot of things.
That's not ominous at all.
Adam, there's something
Oh, hey there. Am I interrupting anything? Oh, this guy.
Richard.
I love Pritchard.
So, are we all ready for the trip?
He's such a dick.
I'd better hurry. See you at the helipad, Adam.
Sure.
Did I interrupt something, Jensen?
Fix that firewall yet?
You don't fix an entire firewall. You find the loophole and plug it.
Then did you plug it?
Yes, I did. You want to know how? Oh, wait, I forgot. Ex-cop. I doubt you'd understand.
Ex-SWAT, and you'd be surprised.
I have a
Sarah
brain.
has to see you too.
Athena. She wants me to show her how to track our scientist-implanted locator devices. In case your security plans in Washington don't measure up.
Your security plans.
Gentlemen, how wonderful to see you both. Go right in, Adam. He's waiting.
This is the newest in encrypted GPL trackers, Athena. It transmits data to our dedicated satellites.
It looks like it should be Athene, but I guess it's Athena?
I want you, Darrow, in Washington, by my side.
The man doesn't jump for anyone. He's a Nobel Prize winner.
Senators love this guy, Lyle. The hearings will go much smoother with him there.
And I'm fantasy Elon Musk, so I get what I want.
Everything in place?
Yes, sir. Capitol Police will escort us to the Hill, and then Federal Protection Services takes over.
Good, good. How's our girl holding up?
She's nervous.
All she has to do is show him her research. She explain it to you?
Not really into the whole science thing, boss.
It's incredible. All those purists out there accusing us of tampering with the natural order, when all Megan's done is figure out how to unlock the potential that exists within our own DNA.
That's kind of what it sounds like,
Safer
boss.
and easier than anything you, Darrow, ever did.
Environmental malfunction. Laboratory subsection 6. All lab chiefs, please report in.
Fire
Don't
hazard.
take any chances. Not tonight. Use my elevator to get down there. You know the code?
Yeah, 0451.
0451.
Fine. Athena, get someone to shut off the damn racket.
0451, 0451, 0451, 0451. Oh, 451. Oops. Oh, 451. Jesus. I think you get different dialogue if you, like, mess up that code too many times, which is very funny,
Richard,
but I wanted us to get past the initial opening at least.
Moving through the microchem labs. I think she's running.
Damn. Must have been a serious equipment failure. Can you get eyes on her?
I'm trying, but the intellicams aren't responding. There's
The
interference
intellicams.
somewhere. Find out what's happening, Jetson. Hurry!
Richard? Richard!
We pull out the GAT. Well, he's dead. No need to double check that. Can I get to him if I move quick enough? Probably not. Oh right, I forgot I can jump. And yes, I know that guy gets slaughtered by the first boss, and it's very, like, tragic, but we gotta go. I don't care how many people die. Lives are at stake. Tutorial combat. Huh, why? There's no enemies here. Oh, that's right. What I always found interesting about this starting part is because since Adam isn't augmented yet, you don't have a heads-up display. Like, you just have the pure, like, just what you can see, which I always thought was a very cool touch. I really like this game. I mean, it makes the first segment a little jarring to play at times. Doctor, are you... Oh, she's dead. Surprise, scumbags! What's that? Yeah. There we go. That's more like it. And hey, my face grew back while I was hiding. Perfect. No. Wonder if I have limited ammo during this part. What's happening, person I don't know? Oh, you're being slaughtered by one of the game's bosses? In a neat way to foreshadow their abilities and the fact that you'll be taking them on later? Okay, understandable. Have a good death. Oh shit, there's more of them. I keep defaulting to like, oh yeah, holding right trigger is aim. But no, it's take cover in this game. Oops. Well, that's what happens for just going out in the middle of everything in an effort to speed through the opening part of the game. These things do happen. It's very funny, because, like, I'm not really an FPS guy. And yet, I absolutely eat this game up. I like it a lot. Something about adding RPG elements to, like, cover-based shooting gameplay, I can kind of get behind it. Like, Alpha Protocol, Mass Effect, this game, I dig them. I do. I'm still here, but you're not. Alright. Enough wasted time. Let's go and get almost killed. Instead of getting killed, like last time. Here we go. Hey, babe! Oh god, I'm dead. So cool how he still tries to slowly pull his sidearm and stop the guy. He's like, no, Kool-Aid! Truth is, the game was rigged from the start. And now we get the opening credits.
My God, how thick was the glass?
Man, game absolutely blew my mind when I first played it. In like, when the hell did this come out? Like 2012 or something?
Come on, Adam. Stay with us.
Oh yeah, content warning if you're squeamish, I guess. Little overdue, I guess.
Prepare for insertion of ERCC-1 craft.
Adam, somehow conscious during all this. Don't worry about it. What is anesthesia anyway, but just kind of a suggestion.
Steady. He doesn't need that. Where's that cyber-arm prosthesis?
He needs that.
I love you.
Haven't you lost enough people today?
I'm sorry.
We're seconds away.
His body can take it.
I'd kind of forgotten that I owned this game. For a while it was one where just every once in a while I'd want to go back and give it another playthrough. I haven't come back to this in a long time. There's so many other games to play. I've got 2 Pathfinder games, I've got Wizardry 8, my ongoing WoW shenanigans.
Give him the info link.
The Pizza Tower. So many games. So little time. That could be like the tagline for Shuffle Saturday. Okay, come on. I know you're not loading this long. This computer is so advanced beyond what was available when this game came out. Cut the crap here. 6 months later. Big Brother surveillance. Just in case you didn't get the undertones. They're always watching you for your protection. Pop down the shades. Yeah! It's so stupid, but I love it. So unnecessary.
Adam, it's David. You in the building?
Just enter the lobby.
Sorry to pull you out of sick leave so soon, but we've got a situation. A break-in at our Milwaukee Junction factory. Meet me at the helipad.
I have to see Pritchard first. Something's wrong with my retinal enhancement.
Frank's on the 2nd floor in the tech lab. Make it quick. People's lives are at stake.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure we'll definitely rescue all those people. No problem. No problem at all. Hey, Pritchard, my good buddy who doesn't hate me at all. How you doing?
About time. What happened? You get stuck in an air duct on the way over?
Yeah, nice to see you too, Francis. Something's wrong with my retinal display. Can you fix it?
If it's what I think it is, probably. Of course, it might seem.
And that's fun for me.
Left and right imaging processors weren't completely in sync. But don't worry, your Sentinel health implant will kick in soon, repairing any damage that might have caused. Your retinal display should be fine now. Its recognition software won't be picking up hostiles yet, but you should be seeing radar and targeting reticules. Biomedical data too, if you're in pain.
Right. We done here? Because Sarif is waiting for me at the helipad.
I know. Radicals have broken into our manufacturing plant and taken hostages. Maybe this time you'll actually save people.
If you got a problem with me, just say it.
If you got a problem with me, Pritchard, why don't you just say it and get it over with?
Why no, Jensen? I don't have a problem with you. If anything, I blame myself.
The mighty Pritchard blaming himself. That's gotta be a first.
I'm the one who told Sarif we needed a physical security team to protect us. If he'd read my report closely enough.
Wait a second. Are you saying it was your idea to hire me?
Oh.
You, Jensen. I wanted Gunport, Sharp Edge, or Bell Tower. All the top private security contractors were on my list, but Sarif wanted somebody in-house. And so did Dr. Reed.
Also, wow. Behold. Look, one word summaries of your dialogue options, and also it kind of gives you the vibe of the thing. Fallout 4 was unable to grasp this technology. I suggest you leave Megan out of this. We're being asshole Adam today.
I suggest you leave Megan out of this.
Why, Jensen? It's no secret how close the two of you were. And let's face it, you'd just been fired from SWAT for that massacre in Mexican Town. No one was about to hire
Mexican
you.
Town?
You really have to stop getting your news from those Picus blogs, Francis. They only confuse you.
Francis.
The point is, if Sarif had listened to me, we wouldn't be having this conversation. But Megan, God love her, always did have Sarif's ear.
Sarif's ear is going to be hearing a report about violence in the workplace if you keep this up. You really feel like continuing?
These facial animations. Getting things done. 150. There's a lot of stuff, as I recall, that you can go around and, like, grab around the office. If you take too long, the hostages die. But in the name of, like, showing off more progress...
Almost there.
Good.
I'm just going to blitz through the main story here.
I'll brief you as we go.
Oh yeah, what is Malik? Yeah, Farida Malik. I liked her quite a lot,
Back, Jensen.
from what I
Didn't
remember.
think we'd see you around here for a while yet.
You know how it goes, Malik. Duty calls.
Don't I know it? I was in my wingsuit halfway to the top
Oh.
of the Renaissance Center when I got the 911. But you...
I think my chat tracker's dead. I don't intend to be ignoring anyone. Sorry.
You sure you're ready for this?
Tab out and reboot it once I'm... Okay, here we go. Sorry about that if I missed anyone. Thank you for the lurk, Q. And yeah, this game is great. I absolutely love it. It's been a long time since I've played. We're being asshole, Adam Jensen. Are you suggesting I'm not?
Are you suggesting I'm not?
Just asking the question. I was one of the ones who pulled you out of that mess. Not a memory I want to relive, and I don't have to wake up to the reminder of it every day.
I'm fine.
If you say so.
I never
The boss
asked
is
for
already
this.
on board, arguing with the DPD's tactical response team. They've got the plant surrounded, but Mr. Sarif wants you to go in first. You all set here? Because the sooner we take off, the better it will be for everyone.
Let's go.
I'm ready.
Great. Then let's get airborne.
Getting things done. I should really go back and play the original Deus Ex. I got a little bit into it, but my lack of a sense of direction kept screwing me over. And it was like a seminal game for its time. But God help me, I do better with games like this where there's just a little bit in the way of like objective markers and stuff to help. Takedowns can stun or kill.
I told Farida to put us down on a roof. I don't want the crowd seeing you go in.
Fine. As long as she pulls you out the minute I'm gone. So what am I looking at here? Who are these guys?
Pro-human purists, or so they say. The same purists who've been firebombing limb clinics all over the country.
You buy that?
Nah, I don't think it's a coincidence they hit us today, only hours after we moved the Typhoon in for assembly line factory.
The Typhoon? Megan's team was testing it the day that bastard... Who's on point for these guys?
Adam. I know you and Megan were once...
Who is on point for these guys?
Adam's like, yeah, don't want to talk about that right
Sanders. That's him, there. He's an augmented Adam, so he can't be one of the mercs who attacked us, but he did know exactly how to get inside our plant.
All right, so how do you want me to handle this?
First priority is the Typhoon. I'm keeping SWAT out until you've secured it. As far as rules of engagement go, I'll defer to you. Lethal or non-lethal?
Anyone have any preferences? We go in and kill some criminals? Or do we take them down non-lethally? Doesn't matter to me either way. Kill them all, let God sort them up. Very well.
I'm not about to take any chances.
Lethal it is. But remember, they do have hostages, and I'd hate to see any of our people get caught in the crossfire.
The crossfire!
You remember what it's like in there? A lot of tight enclosed hallways. But the labs themselves are pretty open. High ceilings. So, do you want something you can use from a distance? Or up close?
Definitely distance weapon, because I can get short-range weapons off, like, the common enemies in here from what I remember.
Give me something with distance. If I get too close, I'll take them out personally.
Just try not to break anything expensive.
No promises, boss.
The Typhoon should be in the factoring labs, but Pritchard will tell you more as you go in. I've got him running comms.
Terrific. Anything else?
Keep your eyes open for hostages. Free them if you can, but the Typhoon is your #1 priority.
Spoken like a CEO.
We developed it for the Alphabet agencies, and if we don't deliver it to them intact and still a secret, well, I'm sure you'll get the job done right.
Gentlemen, prepare for landing.
We're going to be super stealthy, going in on the rooftop on this huge XCOM-ass vertijet. Actually, it does... I wasn't even thinking about that seriously, but that really does look like the Sky Ranger from Enemy Unknown. Not quite the same, obviously. But there are some similar vibes for sure. Alright, Strike One. Your first priority is to secure the Typhoon. Alright, now that I'm in here, I can poke around here and look for pick-upables. But with only 3 minutes left, will I be able to rescue the hostages? Definitely not with only 3 minutes left. But you know what? I'll get as far as I can. Hey, what's up?
You ready to go in? Good. Seen a few of them coming out for a smoke every now and again, so be careful.
Ooh, energy bar. Always one of the silliest parts of this game is that, you just get tired and have to, like, eat energy bars after doing non-lethal takedowns of guys. Or lethal takedowns.
Tell me you're the guy we've been twiddling our thumbs waiting for.
I am the guy.
Name's Jensen.
Jensen. Yeah. I thought I recognized you. Used to be on Team 2 till that Mexican town thing went down.
I can't get over Mexican town.
I pictured taking orders from a CEO.
Things change.
Not always for the better. Feel like getting in there and doing whatever it is your boss wants you to do? Because maybe then we can do our job.
The terrorists?
Intel on these purists. How much you got?
How much you want?
I think I've heard enough.
None.
You sure? Wouldn't want to make your boss unhappy.
I got it from here. Sit tight. Wait for Sarif's signal.
Like we got a choice.
Asks for intel on the terrorists. Receives none. Leaves. Refuses to elaborate. Ooh, painkillers. That's right. Painkillers and booze, they just automatically boost your health past 100, as I recall.
Jensen, it's me, Pritchard. Where are you?
On a roof overlooking the plant.
Good. Your point of entry should be through shipping and receiving.
Should be, Francis. The hell does that mean?
We have an employee entrance there, heavily guarded by purists, no doubt. So, if you're not a fan of the frontal assault, I suppose you could try accessing the building's roof.
They're like, all right, go in and do whatever you're gonna do. I guess we can use the ladder. But alas, that brings us to time. Cool game. One I hadn't gone back to in a very long time, but this is Shuffle Saturday, where we play a different game every 30 minutes. If you came in during that, we're moving on from computer. Okay, it like froze when I said quit. Seemed like it was just gonna like crash. Okay, moving on. Gonna roll a different game, around 1,600 different games. Roll one, play it for the next 30 minutes. If you don't like what comes up, if you want to go for something else, just let me know with an exclamation mark, veto. Next up for Shuffle Saturday shall be Disgaea 2 for the PC. Interesting. This is one I know I have downloaded. I do love Disgaea. Start of them can be a little slow, but you know what? I like me the Disgaea. This is also my favorite one. I think the later games got a little, like, needlessly complicated. And the first one was, like, fine, but it didn't quite have it down to a science. Alright. Disgaea 2, Cursed Memories. Many, many, many hours sunk into this game on the PS2 back in the day. And honestly, if I get a Steam Deck, I'm probably gonna play the shit out of this game again, because I could maybe go for 100% completion like a crazy person. I'll have that set up in soon. I think this boots in windowed by default, so I'll need to. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Do this, and hopefully that just works. There we go. And, let us begin at the beginning. 30 minutes on the clock. Let's play some Disgaea 2.
The number of netherworlds has expanded with the rise of demons, powerful enough to rule such worlds. The Overlords. Now, another world is about to fall prey to such darkness.
Darkness. A humble village that is in no way important to anything. I love the dub cast in this game, mostly.
We've already searched for him and we haven't even found a clue. Besides, we've already finished all the preparations to summon him. Fried dragon, fairy oil, the surest sword, clown shoes, and a worm bone. It's all here.
Clown shoes, of course.
Now we just need to sacrifice a bit of life energy to summon Xenon. I hope. You just concentrate on defeating Overlord Xenon when he's summoned, okay?
Yep, that's right. We're speedrunning right to the last boss. Don't worry about it. Nothing will go wrong.
Honey, this summon is gonna take more than just a little life. We're gonna die!
Yeah! Why do you have to use our life anyways?
Yeah, that's enough complaining. We need to sacrifice some life in order to summon Overlord Xenon. Besides, you're all demons. It's a year or two off your life. You'll probably spoil them anyway. What? Don't you want to be human again? Do you want all my hard work over the last 15 years to go to waste?
So yeah, that's one thing that always bothered me about this game. When they say another world is about to fall prey to such darkness, it means another world has fallen prey to such darkness. Your world has already been invaded and turned into another world. Straight up. Oh yeah, I forgot she calls him Tardo.
Ho, ho, ho. Shut up, brat. Mommy still wants to be human again. So be a good little sacrifice now.
Again, this will definitely work with no ill effects or fuck-ups whatsoever. Trust.
You call this good mothering? If you really need life energy, you can use mine, you know.
Don't be absurd. You're the only human left in this world. Everyone else turned into monsters.
Not suspicious at all. It's just because he's the protagonist. Do not question.
We can't waste any of your precious life.
I don't like this at all. Using sacrifices is just plain wrong.
Anyone who's played the game and it, like, doesn't want me to spoil it for people who's screaming at the screen right now.
It's just my style.
Okay, okay, you voiced your opinion. Now get ready for the summoning ritual.
Did you even hear me? Devil woman?
Oh, ho, ho, ho. But I am a devil. Thanks to Xenon's curse, I have no conscience.
The music seems pretty loud. I'm probably going to turn that down once we get out of this initial scene here. Because the voice acting is quite good, particularly once we get, you know, Overlord Xenon here. He's great. We're definitely getting Overlord Xenon. This will absolutely 130% work.
By the spirits of darkness and light, in the name of Adele, I hereby summon Overlord Xenon to his side!
The rest of our family is dead. Playing some Disgaea 2.
What went wrong?
Where we are definitely summoning Overlord Xenon. No one else. It will not misfire at all. Definitely 100% Overlord Xenon. How many times can I say that? There she is, perfect and without flaw.
Where am I? It's a girl? Well, she sure is cute for an overlord.
You've gotta be kidding. She's Overlord Xenon?
Overlord Xenon? Do you know my father?
Father? Wait, you're Xenon's...
Cue laugh track.
That I am, for I am Rosalind, the one and only daughter of Overlord Xenon.
I also feel like I should be able to
Be serious.
place her voice actor from somewhere. Episode 1, The Overlord's Daughter.
So, Overlord Xenon has a daughter. You'd think we would have heard about something like that.
I can't wait to tell Bridget about this. But how do we know if she really is Overlord Xenon's daughter?
Bridget from hit video game series Guilty Gear that I know like nothing about.
Hey, you've got a point. Hey, Toots, are you really the Overlord's daughter?
Hey, toots!
How dare you address me as Toots? Do you not know the proper way to speak to a princess and to question my lineage, even after witnessing my noble visage? You people are truly deprived.
Yeah, just answer the question.
Very well. My heart is as broad as the night sky. Now behold my undeniable proof.
Adele is kind of a basic anime protagonist, but I do like him a lot. It just kind of takes a while for him to really come into his own in this game, I think.
Recognize this emblem of the four-leaf clover.
Whoa, that four-leaf clover is...
It's the Vimlook emote, yes.
Symbol of Overlord Xenon! Indeed. You are not as ignorant as your garb and demeanor suggest.
I do wonder if that's like, if it was supposed to be a four-pointed something else in the original Japanese, they changed it to clover.
My
The three-leaf clover is the mark of Xenon's curse that we all bear.
Yes, thank you, Exposition Man.
It is said that only those close to Xenon himself bear the mark of the four-leaf clover. It looks like she really is his daughter.
See, Adele? This is great! We can use her as a hostage! Oh!
Honestly, good plan.
Are you nuts? This isn't good at all.
Me? A hostage? Don't be absurd. I simply am not hostage material.
But we performed the ritual. In the name of Adele, I summon Xenon. Those are the terms. Until Adele meets Overlord Xenon, your highness is bound by the ritual to stay by Adele's side. You can't disregard these conditions, can you?
Stupid summoning rituals.
The demon code prevents me from declining a rock-off challenge.
I can disregard the terms of a summoning ritual. However unpleasant, there is nothing I can do.
Whoa, wait! You're kidding, right? You don't really expect me to go out looking for Xenon with her, do you?
What's the problem? Be a man. You can't give up now. What about all that fair fight nonsense?
And now we are almost let loose. You should talk to people and monsters to get some information before you leave. Talk to the Dimension Guide whenever you want to leave town. I don't know how she does it, but she can take you anywhere you want to go. Yes, this is one of those games with only partial voice acting. There are a lot of dangerous monsters out there. I didn't want you two to get lonely, so I hired some people to go with you. Fighters are skilled in close combat. They have well-balanced offense and defense. They will be your main attackers early on. Red Skulls are boy magicians. Red means they use fire-type magic. Long-range magic attacks work really well. Except, no, they don't, until they do. Healers are important for rejuvenation. They aren't skilled in close combat, so use a bow and do long-range attacks. Oh, always save before going on an adventure. Yeah, I know. I'll be fine. You worry too much, Dad. And now we are let loose. I'm just gonna run around, and there should be some treasure around town for the taking. Though I think I get forced into the tutorial first. Yeah, maybe I do just have to go straight into the tutorial. Yeah, no treasure chests yet. Oh, yeah, he got the hops. The game is Disgaea 2. A game I have sunk many hours into. Mostly on the PS2 version, but I have it on PC as well. Oh, oops. It's okay. Bridget's the guy. And now we head out for adventure.
So, this is what the outside world is like.
The outside world? What the hell are you talking about? Where are you from?
My mansion, of course. It is located somewhere in the land of Veldheim.
What? You don't know where it is?
Well, that summon of yours is quite jarring. And truth be told, I have never been outside the mansion before.
Yeah, I really love this game. It's such a charming tactical RPG. I kind of have fallen off of the Disgaea series, but this game is, I think, perfection in terms of, like, a very anime strategy RPG. And the first game is almost as good. And then 3 just kind of, like, throws that all in the garbage can. But it's fine. Yeah, the Prinnies! I love the Prinnies.
Are you serious? What kind of life can you live without ever going outside?
Prinny dude!
I shall grant your request and tell you all about the superior lifestyle of a noble. The standard recital takes 2 whole days.
Oh, and I just realized I forgot to fix it so the voices would be appropriately loud. Sorry.
Cooperate, okay?
Cooperate? Let me make this perfectly clear. I will not abide being taken hostage.
Look, that's fine. I wasn't gonna do that anyway.
Then what are you going to do?
I'm gonna
It's-
take you back to Xenon. Back to your father.
They go for like a demon high school sort of a thing, as opposed to like in the first game, you are like the son of the head demon after the head demon dies, and you're basically like proving that you're ready to rule, and there are all kinds of rebellions and challenges to your rule, including an angel who comes to assassinate you, but she's really bad at it, and she just ends up teaming up with you. And this game, like, you are the only human left in a world that has been turned into monsters because demons have already won. And the third one's like, anime high school, and I'm like, oh god. Or wait, was that 4? That might have been 4. Wait, was 3 then? I don't know. I don't like the later games.
What? Why would you do such a thing? Are we not enemies, you and I? Do you expect me to believe?
Yeah, I very much had the same reaction to him when I originally played the game.
Look, Princess.
Although,
I only have one goal in mind: to defeat Overlord Xenon. After that, I won't need you anymore.
honestly, I do kind of dig his like weird, almost up to his shoulder rubber glove look. That's a strong aspect of his look. His tie just makes me think of plumbers don't wear ties, though, which is not a good thing to make me think of.
You're going to defeat my father?
Yeah? Why? What's wrong with that?
Are you insane? You are but a mere human simpleton who does not know his place. My father has slaughtered 1,000 overlords. He is known as the god of all overlords. How are you going to defeat him?
I mean, and the best part is, he fights with his fists, so he's ready to get deep in there.
Go ahead and laugh, but I will be the one to defeat Xenon.
Okay, yeah, you can see a little bit more of his sleeve with, like, his upraised fist. You can see it, like, it covers his whole hand.
Well, you sure are confident. Ah, I see. You are planning to use me as a hostage to threaten my father.
Yes!
I already told you, I'm not gonna take you hostage, especially since you're a girl.
Damn it, Adele.
Then what was the point of summoning me if you will not take me hostage? I have better ways to waste my time.
We were trying to summon Xenon, but
He flexing now.
no, there's no excuse for it. I apologize for summoning you. I'm sorry. What? Hey, don't come any closer. I don't really like girls.
He really doesn't. Another reason why I vibed with him when I played this in late I think I was in high school when this came out.
To admit
You know, his pinky's exposed.
you are truly honest, especially for an enemy.
Although it's not so much like, we do not have a gay protagonist here, he's just kind of ace. There is a reason why he doesn't like girls that I think goes into, it's some kind of like dark past sort of a deal. I don't really remember that part actually.
Okay, look. I will keep my promise. I will return you to your father. I pledge my honor on it.
I still do not trust you. If you are truly honorable, why not simply release me?
If it was that simple, I would have done so already. But breaking the terms of a summon requires the sacrifice of a life. My life.
Yeah, at first he's just straight up kind of low-key sexist. He gets better. And he's never that bad. But he just like, he has a weird like, it's not like a phobia of women, but I don't know. I remember they get into it at some point, but I forget some of the details about the story. To the town fields. I'm not gonna skip the story because there is some like legit story in this, and we get to see the Prinnies.
Even this place is getting overrun with monsters. Is Xenon's curse getting stronger? I better hurry before everyone loses their memories and turns into real monsters.
You fool. Take you to my father? Do you think I would blindly obey you?
Pingu, indeed. Pingu with a bomb!
Enemies shall meet with death. These lowly monsters shall feast on you.
They very angry.
Then I shall finally be free of these odious circumstances.
Odious is a great word.
Ouch! Critical hit.
What are you doing? You dolts! I am the daughter of Overlord Xenon! Such a violent act shall not be forgiven!
Come on, Prinnies, let me hear that voice.
Like we care, dude! Our boss is gonna take out Overlord Xenon! So eat Prinny bombs, dude! What did you say? Are you
Dude.
professing to be
I love the Prinnies.
Hey! What happens now?
Obviously, we kick their ass.
Yes, excellent plan. However, there is a slight problem.
What kind of problem?
I do not know how to fight.
Luckily, I do.
Joking, right?
I do not joke with peasants.
Cue laugh track. Would you like to view this tutorial? Sure. Hell no. Alright, let's see. They start me with a few basic... Okay, good. You have a bow. Oh wait, can I access... I can't access throw yet, so I can't do the funny thing that you always do with the Prinnies. So I guess for now, I'll just build up some basic combos. Get Sheik out here. The only two necessary dialogue options. You really get down to basics, that's all you need. Now right, this button. Yeah, not all of it, HD. Welcome. How you doing? We're just playing some Disgaea 2 in the tutorial fight.
Ready, dude!
Yeah, you can combo enemies or do like team attacks, but the enemies can do it too. So it leads to a little bit more of like a thinking man's game, although sometimes it absolutely just turns into like, you have bigger numbers than them, so you win. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, that happens sometimes. That absolutely does happen sometimes. Ooh, 8 hours outdoors. Hopefully it was at least a decent day out there. Yeah, I guess it didn't like subhuman, which, like, fair, I guess. Okay, first let me use fire on this guy, and then I think Fighter Man can finish him off. And then we'll have Healer shoot that one, and then have Rosalind take him out. Oh, okay. That's not that bad, then. Still, that is too long to work outside. I would still not enjoy that, were I in your shoes. But hey, now it's over. And everyone who... Ooh, I imagine. Ooh, 2 hours moving tables. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I was kind of surprised that the two of you didn't try to extend Deus Ex. Yeah, we're playing Disgaea 2 now. Adele, you're back. The shops are open now. The shops? What? You don't know about shops, Rosalind? Then let me explain it to you, honey. Yes, I'd like that. I will automod flagged you for hate speech against gingers. I will allow it. This one is fun. It originally came out on the PS2. Anime strategy RPG. Very much enjoy. It's on Steam as well. That's the version I'm playing. There are 3 kinds of shops where you can buy and sell items. The weapon merchant, armor merchant, and the general store. You're going to need money to buy items naturally. You might want to buy better equipment for your next battle. Oh, nice. Thanks for dropping by, Jess. Enjoy foods. Thanks, you too. So, I need money. I have never tried this shopping thing. I find it surprisingly exhilarating. Hey, don't spend all my money. Depending on whether you decide to focus on weapons or armor, your fighting style will change. Each character can only equip 1 weapon and up to 3 armor pieces. I can words. Don't forget to go to the hospital to heal your friends when they are hurt. I understand. Now, let us depart. Okay, we do not need a tutorial for the hospital. The art style is very cute. It's funny because, the main artist for this series used to draw hentai, and then he was like, maybe just work on this, like, funny fight demons series. And, you know, you can see it in some designs like, look at this cat girl. There's a lot exposed, but it's pixels, so it's fine. Gotta make that money somehow. True! As we always used to say back when I was an actor, Shakespeare got to get paid, son. Okay, are there any other treasure chests around? Because otherwise I'm gonna have, like, no money to buy anything. Anything on the roofs? Nah. It truly does. It truly does. Maybe it's just because you had it in one word rather than two. Or maybe it's just, you know, we've had River spend so much time in the chat that Automat has given up. Okay, I am going to change my Fighter Man into an Axe Man, because I like axes more than swords. Swords are very good. Should also get some better punch gloves for our main man. And then... Axe Man. Okay, the rest should be, like, fine. I'm just gonna buy a few healing items, then we'll be, then we'll get rolling. A few pieces of mint gum. Fairy dust, and... garlic water.
You can buy garlic water with your garlic coin. No, you can't. That doesn't even sound good. Although I love garlic, but garlic water, that just sounds like, a little bit too much, man.
This is the fighting tutorial. Would you like to review this tutorial? Hell no. Okay, did they give me the ability to throw here? Yes! Okay. Good. So there's a particular quirk with these pretties. I'll need to set up a bit of a chain, because you can lift and throw your own units and also enemies. And there's a fun thing that pretties can do. Let me just chain lift Adele over there. Oh wait, this should actually be enough. Yeah. Because now he can go here, pick up the pretty, and when you throw a pretty, it explodes and dies instantly. So this battle is about to become incredibly easy. Because those explosions, they can chain. So let's have our healer girl eat it over here. And victory! No damage taken, I'm so good. This is the fighting tutorial. Would you like to view this tutorial? No. Basically, colored panels are like, they have like terrain effects, and those terrain effects are governed by these little panels here that set what they have. So like here, enemy stats get boosted by 50%, but over here, XP gets boosted by 50%. This is the early game, so a 50% boost to stats really doesn't matter that much. So I'm probably just gonna cleave through these guys regardless. Let's see, maybe I can have Rosalind take on this one. Here we go. I think they're gonna be beyond her range. But she can at least get a pot shot in. And Adele attack here, and we'll see how it goes. But with only 3 minutes left, we'll be able. Also, I could have just picked him up and thrown him for an instant kill. But you know, I wanted to show off a little more of the comboing mechanics. Dude! Have I mentioned I fucking love the pretties? Alright, let's just give a nice free insta-kill from you. Over this one, gonna get some more XP. So this guy I think I'll take out legitimately. So peeps gotta get experience sometime. Okay, I guess he doesn't feel like moving. Understandable. And I'm gonna funnel XP into Rosalind because she's one of the best characters in the game. I mean, she's one of your mains, but like, Adele is good, but Rosalind is just so much better in literally every way. And not just because she is a hot demon waifu. That's part of it, but like, I don't have a follow-up to that statement. Moving on. Punch him and then shoot him with a gun. Victory! And we got a cell phone as a reward. This is the fighting tutorial. Would you like to... No. Okay. Okay, if I'm not stupid, I should be able to show this off. So, a thing that this game does is, these, like, tiles that govern the effects that happen. Like, if I kill this one, all the tiles will explode and turn yellow. So I can get this triangle onto there, and then when I explode it, all those tiles will turn into blue, and if I also put this tile here, it'll become a null, and it will blow up all the now blue tiles, which is everything on the map, and just deal a bunch of free damage to anyone standing on it. So it's a very smart tactic to use. Let's see, I think... Ooh, Spider-Man does not have the movement to... That's fine, I can do some, like... Yeah, I'll have to do a throw chain, I guess. Okay, I can just send him here. Pick this up, and throw. And then we can have Rosalind attack from here. And maybe Isaac get in a fire, too. Oh, except we need to attack the blue one. Well, hopefully Rosalind has enough. Nice, okay. Now behold the explosion. And we're at time, so this should win me the fight here. Emphasis on should. I've been wrong before. And you get a nice free explosion for getting rid of all the colored tiles, which is just a bunch of free damage on your enemies. It gives you lots of nice bonus money and stuff at the end. You know what? I'll see the last bit of story here. Very satisfying, yes. Explosions! It's the American way!
So weak. I mean, you are Overlord Xenon's daughter, right?
Silence! I am the daughter of the legendary Overlord Xenon, but I have never had to fight before. Not even once. I lived in a beautiful mansion with hundreds of servants and everything I ever wanted. So why would I ever need to learn to fight? Fighting is for the lower classes. It is our duty as nobles to use those fights to improve our kingdom and subjects.
He's like, really?
So, you're the Overlord's precious spoiled daughter. A cliche. But you must be very important to him.
That's right, I am. My father cherishes me. Is it not the same with humans? That is what I have read in my textbooks. Parental love, family love.
Oh no, she's a nerd.
Were my textbooks wrong?
I love this, like... This guy is, like, the last series that has kept up this, like, these little, like... Just, like, sprite animations. It's kind of like the FF6 thing that they did.
Right. I'm fighting for my family, too.
So you can just have the standard portrait, but you can show the changes in emotion on, like, their little sprites moving around here. I don't know, it's a very nostalgic effect. Oh yeah, and there's also a demon senate that you can bribe to get them to do stuff that you want. That's also how you make characters. I'm just gonna mash through this because it's Shuffle Saturday, where we play a different game every 30 minutes. and we need to move on. Finn would never bribe. I bribe a lot, in this game in particular, because you need to if you want to be good. Anyway, bit of a taste of Disgaea 2, a game I very much cherish. It's pretty good. I'm gonna take a quick break and run a prediction. If anyone wants to gamble your garlic coin on what system's gonna come up next, I'm gonna re-up my water, use the restroom, and then we'll see what game is next for us. Yes, the Gamba! Indeed. Be right back. Okay, I return, and God help me, it looks like there has been slander. Music? Oh, okay, it was just looping. Ugh. HD. No. Own socks. You know, the thing is, I would probably actually buy socks if they made them, just to support the Fuga series more, because I want to make sure that they can make all the games they want to make in that series, because I love them. Okay, looks like only... Okay. Sorry, Silvar, looks like you were the only taker on the gambling this time. So, next up for Shuffle Saturday... to step on his face. You know, that's a good idea. I'll certainly take that under advisement. Very serious advisement. Next up for Shuffle Saturday will be... Super Adventure Island 2 on the SNES. I know nothing about this game, but it sounds vaguely familiar. It ran for a whole 2 minutes HD. Although maybe, you know, you're usually on mobile. I know sometimes doing that on mobile is not the best. Bezos blocked me from seeing Poll until too late. It happens. Okay, Super Adventure Island 2. I'll have that loaded up shortly. If you'd rather we go for something else, let me know with a veto. Otherwise, let's flip to here. And I gotta change this to the Retron capture. Yeah, I don't know why it hates it. Okay, I'll make sure to run a Gamba before next time. Okay, is that coming up? Perfect. Alright, 30 minutes on the clock. Let's play some Super Adventure Island 2. Ah, the bliss of being stranded in the ocean. After a glorious wedding, Master Higgins and his pretty wife, Tina, were on their way to a romantic honeymoon. Master Higgins! Until the incident. Master Higgins, it's been 10 years. You have to let her go. It wasn't your fault. But from out of nowhere, a tropical cyclone broke through the seas and ripped the newlyweds apart. Tina survived, but lay dazed on the island of Waku Waku. Her memory had completely vanished, and then she was probably kidnapped by a bad guy. Master Higgins had an equally rough time, being bounced around and drifting aimlessly before finally landing on a deserted island. Master lost his memory as well. His vision of Tina all but a grain of sand on the vast beach before him. Yeah. Sorry if anyone was sensitive to that. But being a great warrior, he set out to recover his past. Nice deserted island. Oh, Tina was found and came to live on the island of Waku Waku. The good king there soon fell in love with her, and they decided to marry. The king is our main character now. Forget about Master Higgins. But trouble was in the air. Just as the king was about to slip on the ring, an extremely Christian bird came down and said, "This woman is already married, I object." From towering heights came a beastly buzzard. Swooping down, he stole Tina from the altar and carried her off. While Master Higgins was passing the castle, he heard the screaming Tina, not recognizing the voice of his lost fair maiden. Not just going to say his wife, because, you know, that's pretty relevant.
This is Adventure Island 2.
Oh, thank you. I wasn't sure what I was playing, game. Stereo. Start adventure. Oh boy, I have one heart. Oh, I can use... The fist is called the Widowmaker. No armor, no protection. Do I have any magic? I have no equipment. Okay, I have absolutely nothing. Wonderful. Ah, the famous Master Higgins. We've met just in the nick of time. I desperately need your help. My country used to hold 6 islands, excluding this one, Waku Waku Island. Now an evil force looms large, threatening our very lives. Today was my wedding ceremony, and a monster of outrageous brutality swooped down and stole my queen-to-be. The princess is likely held in Wouldn't she be like the queen? In Poka Poka Isle to the southwest of here. Now move it!
I'd like to come, but I'm committed to defending the castle. Master Higgins, take these 100 coins for your arduous journey ahead. What is this, Dragon Quest? Oh, hello. I'm sure you'd be happy to relieve me of my money. Our inn has a reputation for inducing wondrous dreams. That'll be 10 coins. Can you afford such luxury? You now have 100 coins. Now. Thank you, sir. We hope to see you again. That looks important. But I guess I can't do anything with it. Oh wait, I think I saw Proton John play this at some point or other. That sounds... What? Is this a random encounter? Oh my god. Okay, I was not expecting random encounters in this game. I'm gonna die. 1 heart is, like, not enough. It's really not enough. Oh, Fuafu Island. That's where I was supposed to go. Maybe I should save, just in case I die. Can I just go, like, the other... Okay, what happens when I run out of hearts? Is that just game over, or... Okay, I can just continue. Okay, so... Let me see if I get anything for killing everything. I'll just have to be very quick on the punch. Oh wow, the fish have a lot of health. Die, Devil Bird! I said die, Devil Bird! Perish, fish! I said perish! Come on, fish. You know you wanna come for me. Damned birds! Annoying bird, I'm the Great Higgins! Okay, it just kinda seems like enemies are gonna keep spawning. So it's less of a random battle and more of a just minor annoyance to flee from. That's not great. I don't like that. Punch down wall? No, that's the menu. Listen, don't worry about it. Okay, I guess that island's for later, but the king did say to go southwest, right? Oh, Poka Poka. This is the place I was actually supposed to go to. Ooh, very jazzy. Well, actually, I want to check out the cave first, just in case that's like... The whirlpool is the stage, and like the cave is... like the, Oh! It's a heal! Nice. Okay. I am glad I checked that out first. Oh, God. Alright, birds and fit. What the hell is that? Anyway, we just zoom right past that. They are of no consequence. Okay, now that I'm actually at the place where I want to be, let us continue the adventure of Higgins! And just punch everything to death. And we murder Tails the Fox. Where is your Sonic now? Were those items that dropped, or... Okay, guess they're just temporary pickups. Because the red one did heal me. I don't know what the green one did. That's a different color. Looks like there should be something hidden there.
Maybe I need a shovel or something. What could be in here? Break the rock to open the gate and swim beyond. Great, I got these fists right here. Because it's a good thing there's not any gun control on these islands. Otherwise, Master Higgins wouldn't be able to use the... That's a very funny climbing sprite. I like that. Treasure! How do you dive? I would like to dive. Apparently not possible yet. Ah, break the rock to... I see. So I need a... I'm gonna assume a hammer or something. Let us read another grave. There are 5 switches: moon, star, sun, aqua, and light. They can be found on all islands except Waku Waku and Pua Pua. Stand on the switch, and then squat down to turn it on or off. While the crystal shines, the blocks with the same symbol solidify. Okay. So like this. Apparently not like that. Okay. Huh. No, it must be, because those blocks are currently not... Yeah, I can't advance further if that's not true. Paku Paku. Right, it was just squat down and get him to activate. Punch. Punching. Yeah, 5 switches. What exactly did you say? Stand on the switch and then squat down to turn it on or off. Okay, that's what I did, yes? Stand, squat. Game, what do you know? Why must you defy me, Switch? Teabag it? Teabagging not having an effect. Maybe I just have to squat for like a while. Or is this the... Oh! Oh! That was the... God damn it. Well, that was much simpler than I was making it out to be. Very well. Could I get another heart container game? I'd really appreciate it if you could give me a heart container. Or just like a healing pickup of some kind. And I died. This is just shirtless Mario. Kind of. Open world shirtless Mario with punching. So it's better. Oh, all the way at the beginning. Very well. Kind of a brutal early game. Because unless I was supposed to, like, rest at the inn, there wasn't any place to, like, buy equipment that I saw. Die, Tails the Fox! At least these enemies are fine. It's the rolly ones that get me a little more. Oh! The switch is already on. Nice. So I can go over here and see what... Kill the pig! Excellent. Slay the pig. All the enemies look like fairly cute. Very cartoony style that this game has, and I kind of dig it. Though I don't know what to make of, like... It's hard for me to take a guy by the name of Higgins seriously. Okay, I obviously need to come at this from the other direction. Maybe that opens up, like, a shortcut or something. I'm gonna die again if I'm not careful. But, like, they give me one damn heart. That's so little to work with. So little to work with. But it also doesn't send me back that far, and I seem to keep my progress, so... Ultimately, I don't care that much. In terms of Sonic characters, I do like Tails, though. Like, whenever I play Sonic 2, I usually play as him. I really like the Tails stages in the first Sonic Adventure. I like him in Adventure 2. Yeah, he's sort of a neat, like, you know, they've taken him beyond just the, like, the plucky kid sidekick to the main hero, because he's all, like, you know, good with machines and stuff, which is a little goofy, but I don't know, it's at least a thing that they do. Yours is wrong, but you're free to have it. No, really, tell us how you truly feel, Silvar. These damn birds. The awkward punches. I have to, like, do a jump punch. Boy, I'm really hoping if I can clear this stage, they give me a second goddamn heart container. Or, like, some armor to maybe decrease the damage taken or something? Because Master Higgins is kind of getting his day ruined thoroughly by these tutorial enemies. Ah, I thought I could jump over the tails the foxes. Or, you know, maybe if I got another weapon, just have a little bit more offense so I could just, like, kill enemies a little quicker before they get to me. Oh yeah, can I do the thing? No, that's just information. I do like the derpy faces that the Tailses make right when you're punching them, though. Satisfying. That was the treasure chest I can't access. I forgot, was there anything over here? No, that's right, I need to find the thing to break the rock. That killed the rat, that ate them all. Shit. Got a little impatient. Just a bit impatient. Stupid bird. Annoying bird. I'm the great Higgins. Oh, come on. You know what? Oh! Treasure! Give me that. Ooh, silver sword. Hell yeah. I did not expect to be getting a sword as a weapon, but destroys most rocks. Okay. Ooh, hell yeah. Y'all better look out now. Higgins is armed. And the game is glitching out. It does seem odd that they jump you straight to, like, silver swords, since I'm wearing, like, very much sort of, kind of, you know, the grass skirt kind of look. I'd expected it to be a stone sword or something. Because it's also kind of like dumb video game logic. Stone sword destroys stone. Right? Oh, good. I can stab from water. I'm going to drown! Never mind, we're fine. As we ride the waves. And now we're over here, now we're dead. This one heart container, man. It was a choice that they made. It most certainly was. Okay, I have the sword. At least continuing's not that painful. Ooh, and it kills the Tails the Fox in 2 hits. The efficiency, my god. We have so much more murder power now. We can destroy all the wildlife so much more efficiently. And then we can turn this into a mall parking lot. It'll be great. Master Higgins is here to bring civilization to these islands. Yeah, profit. Or, you know, we could maybe put in a lazy river here, like sort of be like, hey, remember all the natural beauty that used to be here? Come enjoy it at our water park. That's completely artificial. No? Okay. God damn it. Need to learn to, like, just take a minute with these guys. Let them attack, and then go in for the kill. I do not have the C blocks. Not yet. How high can I bounce? 3. 1, 2, 3. Can I reach up there? Not quite. If I could get a... Okay, I can't ground pound or something. But a heal would be greatly appreciated right about now, game. Wait, this looks like story. Let me go over here. I bet there's treasure. So close, yet so far. Must get a jump power up, too. Maybe this way was the story. Hang on, I've made a terrible mistake. Usually my bad sense of direction is good at guiding me to the places where I shouldn't be, which means I find treasure and stuff in video games, but sometimes I second guess myself too hard by trying to, like, meta the directions of the game a little bit. Oh, yep, like here, it's just a full heal. So this way was story. How foolish of me. Forgive me, Master Higgins. I don't know why, the name Master Higgins is just very, very funny to me. It just seems like a very invented kind of name, like... When was the last time you ever met anyone by the name of Higgins? Going the... Yeah. If y'all didn't watch me, yesterday on Hugh's stream, go the wrong way when there was only one way to go, it was truly my worst hour. As far as navigation went. It was real bad. Age of Sail? True. This area feels important, but... guess there's nothing I can do here yet. Maybe? Get away from me, Double Bird! Huh. Switch? Can't go that way. What? That area is clearly important. It has different music even. What do you want me to do there, game? Oh, there is a this way to go. Though, I should probably go heal up. Lest I get knocked back out to the beginning of the stage again. Now I'm just thinking about Higgins being Age of Sail, like, yes, Commodore Higgins led the expedition to take down the Spanish treasure fleet. Thanks to the Take the Shot Media Book Club, I've read a couple books now about, like, dudes sailing ships in the Age of Sail. I don't really have a follow-up to that. One of the books was alright, the other one I did not enjoy. In the end. Breaks most rocks. Of course. Thanks for nothing, sword. Oh boy, I even get to murder. Oh, I guess he'll never learn how many licks it takes to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop. Anyway, I was going to say, I even get to kill kobolds? This game has it all. Ooh, a dagger. Okay, is that better? Flying punishment. Ooh, ranged option. Hell yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. This is way better. Can I, like, climb up onto the branch? No. Very well. Nice. Yeah, this feels way better than the sword. Let's see, that was for the treasure I already got. I don't think I went down here. No. Ah, the fish are now sitting ducks. Where is your water now? Ow. Life bottle. Oh, I get half a heart at a time. Very well. Well, at least it's something. Is this a new area I haven't been to yet? Or is this the same area? This looks new. Break the rock to open the... Oh. Nope, this is like back at the beginning of the stage. Okay. Can I do something else now that I have the dagger? But with only 2 minutes left, will I find a use for the dagger beyond making the combat, like, just so much better? Infinitely better? To a hilarious degree? I don't doubt that there are probably areas where, the sword comes in handy for combat, but, like... With Higgins having such a relatively chonky hitbox, the dagger just feels like the way to go, man. Ah! Yeah, that's not what you want. That... I got nothing to say to that. That sounds awful, HD. That's how you know you've been outside too long. You cough up a bug. Ugh. Or maybe I got everything I needed to from this island that I can leave, because it kind of led me back to the beginning. Lake has infested. Ah yes, coughing up bugs. A little-known symptom of the new COVID strain. Oh, okay. I was picturing like a fly or something. Gnat is, like, still bad, but... No, I'm not gonna tell that story. And on that note, this is Shuffle Saturday, where we play a different game every 30 minutes. A little bit of a taste of Super Adventure Island 2. But we must be moving along. If you're just moving on from that, around 1,600 different games, this might be the last game for the evening. Oh wow, yeah, I have been going for 3 hours. So please don't be shy about... Very well, Gamba. Gamba. Will Silvar have someone to gamble against? And, yeah, while that is running, I will be back tomorrow morning, playing some more Pentiment. The murder has finally happened in that game, and I'll be starting to investigate it, so expect me to be paranoid of anyone and everyone as I pursue the truth and probably commit lots of crimes along the way, because my character's a bit of a rapscallion. I already stole from the church that I work for. Gamba! Hey, there we go. We got a real gambler going here. And you can get in too, if you act now. Or within the next minute. I'll also have my September 11th stream on Monday. For what that will be, you'll have to come to behold it. It will be very dumb and short. That I can promise you. Yet respectful, because never forget. But it will be done. And actually, I have to give full credit to my buddy Ryan, who gave me the idea for what to do, because I don't normally stream Mondays, because I get together with some of the guys and have a game night, but he was like, hey Vam, you should do this. I'm like, that is brilliant. And terrible. I love it. And, of course, for this prediction, vetoes cannot influence the outcome. The first roll, even if it's not the game we play, will be the game that counts for the prediction results. Just to make that clear. I don't think I ever actually say that anywhere. I just kind of bring it up if it occurs. Yeah, and then I'm going to see if work keeps up the same thing on Thursday or Friday. I will be doing, maybe slipping in some Fire Emblem, maybe playing more Pentiment, and then Saturday for Shuffle Saturday. I'll actually put out a schedule this week, because Baldur's Gate 3 no longer owns my life, so I don't have an excuse. Alright, next up for Shuffle Saturday shall be Sonic Adventure 2 on Steam. Very well. I can continue my save file from last time. We were just getting into the bad levels, but you know what? I think we might actually have to go for the edge. You know, people were talking about earlier, everyone loves Shadow the Hedgehog. Gamba gods and blessed me. Yeah, so let me just hook up my Xbox controller. Because of course I had the other controller hooked up. So that one is cantankerous, but it's very good for retro-style games of the 16-bit variety. This is not Game Boy, true. Oh, okay. We have Veto. Alright. Very well. Instead of Sonic Adventure 2, we will play Aladdin for the SNES. Okay? Very well. Unless there's another veto for that, I will start to get that set up. I think this is one of those licensed games that was fairly well regarded. Like, this was made by, like, Capcom or something. Alright, another veto. Instead of showing you the world shine, we shall play Toys for the SNES. I've played this game before. It's slightly cursed. It's a licensed game based off of a Robin Williams movie? Okay, I don't know why the bot didn't respond to you, Silvar, but I see that veto and very well. No more vetoes. It is all up to the luck of the draw. I will let us hang in suspense for a moment. Next up for Shuffle Saturday will be Crisis Wars on Steam? Okay. Let me get that installed. I have no idea what this... Oh, wait a minute. Is this Crisis as in, like, the FPS that was the meme for a while? Like, can it run Crisis, but, like, an RTS? Wait, hang on. This might be another multiplayer only. I'm gonna check the details. No, it's an FPS game. Wait, why is it bringing up Crisis Warhead? That's not what I clicked on. Crisis Wars. This game might not be available on Steam anymore. Oh, it's a standalone multiplayer launcher. Oh, okay. I will put it to you, friends. Do I treat that as a role for Crisis? Because I do have that through Repu. Or Crisis Warhead. Do I treat that as just a role for Crisis Warhead? Or do I just roll another game? I'm good either way. But since this one is not really... Okay, Warhead roll. I accept that. I will get a downloading on that. Very well. 2 shooting games. That's 2 more than I usually play, honestly. Out of my whole collection, there's not a whole lot of shooters that I own. Well, and this isn't even one that I own. This is a Repu game. I don't know. I don't think, let me look while it's installing. Oh yeah, this came out in 2008. Nah. My computer should be able to run this just fine. I got a 2060 Super, and I forget what kind of processor, but a decent one. This don't remind me how old I am. Well, it's too late. The unceasing march of time does that more efficiently than I ever could. Oh hey, Steam downloaded Death End Request 2 in the background. Thanks, Steam. A game that I'm definitely never going to play again. Unless it comes up on Shuffle Saturday and doesn't get vetoed. Like it got vetoed tonight. Because the first game, enjoyable. A kind of cliched JRPG romp that had an interesting, like, kind of dual world system going on here, and an interesting amount of intrigue. Death End Request 2 is like, hey, we're a horror game now, but we're really bad at it. Also, look at this side character who is your main character's best friend. Haha, she is a lesbian. Okay, what are her other personality traits? She is a lesbian. Okay. Also, her name is Rotten Dollheart. I'm like, Japan? Japan, why you gotta be like this? Why you gotta be like this? Yeah, that is a game that opens with the main teenage heroine killing her dad. It happens in like the first 2 minutes. And you're like, oh, okay. And then nothing really horror related happens. They go for it, but they're so bad at it. You're like, no, I did not realize TH cast. Silvar, you'd better get ready to represent yourself, counselor. It's all recorded in the chat playback forever. You'll be on the VOD. Alright. It should be done downloading in very soon. Okay, there we go. Chris Hansen would like a word. Alright. Crisis Warhead. I'm gonna assume it has some kind of stupid installer thing that it's gonna make me wait on, so let me... Yep, there's the install script for some DirectX thing. Alright, I won't flip the screens just yet. Like, I get annoyed with all the, Game Boy roll, so... Punk Buster anti-cheat? No thanks. I don't want that. GameSpy comp? No, I don't want any of the multiplayer shit. Just run the fucking game. There we go. Thank you. Okay, let's see how badly you explode when I Alt-Tab out of you. Yeah, right? That's not even, like, a thing anymore, is it? Okay, let me flip over to this screen and try the standard PC game capture, see if that takes. We have sound. Oh, okay, there we go. Perfect. 30... Ooh, you do not like being all tabbed out of. Okay, so nobody do anything that requires me to moderate. 30 minutes on the clock. Let's play some Crisis Warhead. Crytek. Maximum game. Okay, okay, great. Can I get to the menu screen, please? Intel Core 2 Duo? I bet it does. Yeah, I don't know. Automod's kind of an unpredictable agent around these parts. Okay, why is that? Of course turn blood on. Yes. I was more looking for, like, display options, that system settings, maybe? Yeah, give me that. I don't think they have my resolution. Just give me the optimal settings. The gamer spec. Good enough. New game. Sure, normal. Explosions in a third world country. My American blood is behind this already. You look so stupid, dude. Please tell me you're not our main character. Maximum speed. Hey guys. I just had to jump onto this truck in a cool way. Also, we're all completely exposed to the elements and enemy gunfire. Who are these people? Why do we care? Who knows? Right? Did that just say cock engaged? Alright, this looks neat, game. Can I play this? Maximum armor. I would like to do the shooting of the mans. Though honestly, this would have been like an escort mission for the tutorial, and I don't think I want that. So never mind, this is fine. Honestly, if this came out in like 08, I probably would have had a computer capable of running this. Because I had a pretty tricked out custom built rig right at the end of high school. I forget the exact specs on it, but it was able to like hang tight with the more demanding games of the day for sure. At the very least, I was able to dab all over people who were playing Oblivion and New Vegas on console. Call me Ishmael. Moby Dick is not a good book. Head of potato. That's fine. That's valid. I had a potato for many years, too.
Scanning. File located.
4 years earlier.
Precursors 2 and 4 isolated.
Isolated?
The proxy's redlining on 3 trigger detection algorithms. Initiating AI bypass procedure. We've still got live precursors.
Jack and Daxter?
I've got no choice. I think we've got a code blue.
Not a code blue. Code blue in honor of the Sonic game that was vetoed. we the only survivor of our squad? Of course we are. It's an FPS. That suit does not look... Yeah, he got some cake, though.
Hold on, mate. Medic!
Show me the booty again. Oh, you changed camera angles too fast.
So you're Raptor team?
Yeah, what's left of it?
We need to get you out of the open. Rally point is any cover we can find in that ridge. We got enemy inbound from all other directions. This is Bravo 1-2. We've got...
Ooh. Escape. Okay. You don't have a cake in
That's the
Mortal
ridge through there. We'll buy you as much time as we can.
I should.
Victory parade, Sergeant.
I'm out of emote slots though. Oh, I have a prone as well. Okay. Let me guess. Jump is spacebar. Wow, revolutionary. I do have the Chavez, which is often used when I'm being... Oh, they're dead. Space and suit strength mode? Fuck. Those are words. You didn't tell me how to turn on strength mode. Okay, where are the keybinds? Okay. Spare Chavez. Yeah, I'm never getting rid of Chavez. 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 Am I stupid? Maybe I can Skyrim horse up here. Alright, Skyrim horse successful. Oh no, we've been attacked by the end of the movie trailer song.
This is Commander Emerson, JSOC. Do you read me?
Socks? Get out of here, we don't need your help.
I've got no reading from your suit. What's your status?
It's all buggered. It's all buggered, man. This crumpet's gone bad.
Psycho, Emerson, you're back online. Looks like an EMP bomb disabled your suit. What's your status?
I'm okay. You getting this? I saw this back where we landed. You know the outcome?
We actually do like his voice, though.
I saw what happened to that boat, but I thought it was just an anomaly. I'm going to pass this intel along to the DIA, but for now, continue
Pick
with
up
your
object?
objective.
What object?
Link up with Sierra team and be their ACM for the airstrike.
Huh. Okay. I don't know when that's really going to come in handy.
Sierra lead, bearing 270, Angel 7, target is 16 and closing.
Copy, Sierra Lead. Be advised, we're experiencing significant radio interference.
That's why our signal is so choppy.
Copy that. Beginning final approach. Oh yeah.
Man, we are getting torn up out
See
there.
some action on this
Oh.
front. Fangs away, Sierra 2. This is strictly hit and run. You copy? Yeah. I copy.
There we go. Can I take their stuff? Okay, I think I'll probably stick to my battle rifle thing here. But... let us advance out in the open.
Be advised, Raptor will be your ACM on this mission.
Raptor? I don't suppose I have a choice in this, do I?
Ugh, not
Fucking
Raptor.
hell, I knew it. Sean O'Neill.
Sean O'Neill.
Roger that.
Honestly, I think I'm good with our man Psycho here. Yeah, trouble is you haven't fucking told me how to turn on strength mode, game. But it turns out I didn't need it.
Drop on lead. Over.
Roger, Command.
The KPA will soon be isolated. Now we need to neutralize their base of operations at the beach resort. Head there and be
Beach
ready.
resort?
Bombs away. Affirmative.
Honestly, I do like our man Psycho here, between his smooth voice and his absolutely insane levels of cake.
Roger, Command. Negative, Command.
Ooh, what are the...
Sierra 3.
Sierra 3 has already been allocated.
Okay, single fire instead of 3-round burst.
Surplus to requirements. But you wanted
The
action,
beach resort.
Sierra 2. Well, now you've got it. Yeah, okay. Ground support. I copy.
Sierra 2 command. Priority is target acquisition.
Oh, these are all baddies. Okay.
Recon. Keep your comcam rolling.
I've detected the
Well, this is
net. Access their tactical
less than
network and
ideal.
let's see what they've got cooking. With a bit of luck, we might be able to pick up more than just intel.
Oh, I can lean. Nice. And my entire face is grown back, so now I can pop up stupidly. Oh, shit. I feel like I should have, like, a rocket launcher or something to take down the car. Instead, I just have this gun. Which feels not suitable. Okay, that man is not dead. I figured it was going to be a little more, like, just kind of charge in their guns ablazing sort of man instead of cover-based shooting man based on the opening cutscene. But you know what? It's not bad. I'll live. Okay, I think I got him. Oh, there's a man. Thanks to that bush not rendering for a second, I was able to see the enemy. Yeah, I don't know how to trigger any of the modes. It was like, oh yeah, trigger strength mode to jump more. I'm like, you never told me how to do that. And there's no option for like the keybinds for the modes. So I'm like, okay. Guess I'll just go fuck myself then. Now we're talking. Oh, and I can even operate the turret. Nice. It is time to kill with car. Why would I want to be in the gunner seat when I can fire the gun anyway? Button 4 switch. Okay, let me try that.
Maximum speed.
Whatever, I choose to rely on car. Oh, they're friends. By which I mean they're foes. Throw it in reverse, me. Ooh, those look like even better cars. Can I take this? Yeah. Oh, yes. I don't want to get my car, like, stuck in the water, though, so I'll go on foot in here. We need to clear the entire beach resort. Hey, computer! Ooh, booze. Oh, I have like no ammo for this damn thing. Okay, this is apparently just like nothing. Let me continue driving the car then. Sure, I'll take the Phi 71. Why not? I have no concept for what this is. It is gun. Now, there is like I do enjoy me some Zach Hazard every once in a while, where he just like rants about how video game guns are not accurate to real guns. Very entertaining. They played like intense music, like, oh, you're in for it now. And then I just drove over them all. Zap Bran. You know, it is a kind of Zap Brannigan-esque name, but no, that's what he goes by. The dude is a former, he's former U.S. Army, and he was like a small arms repairman in Afghanistan, so he worked with guns on... Oh, this car is almost destroyed. I need a better car. Maybe I can take theirs. Never mind, their car is still very much up. That was very dumb. Ah, okay, this was before my precious APC Chan and myself were parted. Got him. As long as I'm in a vehicle and the enemies are on foot, it's a good day. Probably absolutely not how the game is intended to be played, but this is how I choose to play. I call this tactic vehicular manslaughter. You know, with some ballistic assistance.
Keep clear of that roadblock, Psycho. I'm gonna lay down some ordnance.
Roger that. Just don't make me another friendly fire statistic.
Now that's a hit.
Oh. God, I could not see shit. Oh boy. Driving and firing? Not the best combo all the time, it turns out. Oh, this is not where I need to go? Curses.
Now that's a hit.
Oh, okay, it saved here. With my vehicle already all nice and fucked. Perfect. Also, who are we fighting here? Like, it seems like these guys are US military. The dude I'm playing as. But I have no concept of who we're fighting. I don't even know who we're fighting. Also, I need a new vehicle. Wonder if the game would be so kind as to just put one on this beach. Mim, is this Twisted Metal? God, it would be so much better if it was Twisted Metal. This is an amphibious assault vehicle, right? Yeah, the game is like, yeah, you have this cool suit and it can do all this powers. I'm like, no, car, please. Let me... What? I think the APC is about to give out on me. I'm gonna literally drive back and get another vehicle. Game is much better when I have vehicle. I enjoy when I have vehicle. Game without vehicle? No good. Do not like. I think it was Twisted Metal 2 that it played a bunch of way back in the day on PS1, I think? Yeah, here we go. The Humble Humvee. With roof-mounted rifle. It's a little bit faster than what I was using earlier, too, so that's a benefit, I guess. Less durable, I'm sure, but that APC was almost done for. This has many more minutes of running dudes over baked into its health. Shit. Okay, so I need to... Come on. Come on, Jeep. How do I... Oh, wait, no, I have to jump that. I have to leave the Jeep behind. This is a terrible day. God damn it. Well,
Can you track that helicopter?
No. Hold left shifty, sprint.
Okay, Sierra 2 was able to relay images of the target. It's a shielded cask for spent nuclear fuel. The KPA
That
are
sounds
known to
bad.
co-opt those casks for carrying nuclear warheads. We've got a situation here.
Okay, 2 soft tops incoming. Don't fuck this up. I'm detecting a direct link to nearby reinforcements. Following behind, I've got another soft top diverting onto the beach, and an APC pulling up the rear. I'm also tracking 2 troop carriers and a KPA chalk. But what the hell? Just tear up the whole damn resort.
Sounds good, man. I'll kill
KPA
everything that
trucks are pulling
moves.
up onto the beach.
Maybe I can hijack one of them. Throw a grenade long distances.
Maximum speed. Maximum armor.
Shit. I only seem to have armor and speed, which is not a large number of modes.
Okay, you fucked up. They called in reinforcements.
I'm trying, alright? Wait. There's no one driving this vehicle. Yes! I have car! My power is restored! And there's a replacement car there if I manage to get this one busted up.
There's 2 soft tops in the car park.
This is gonna be a difficult case. All I had was my roof-mounted turret gun against a bunch of on-foot enemies. This was gonna be a tricky case to pull off. So I decided to ditch my wheels for some better wheels. And maybe find a gun that had some actual bullets in it, because apparently almost all my bullets were spent. I hopped in a fresh Jeep. Only one of its wheels was completely fucked. A relatively lucky find in a shithole of a city. This beach resort town, they couldn't give you anything that worked correctly on the first try. I saw some ducks trying to cross the road. I decided that could not be allowed. They may have had hostile intent, so I ran over as many of them as I could. And then I decided to run over some men. And shoot some men. Just another day in the life of a detective. There was nothing more interesting over here, and they didn't have any answers about the gang I was at. So I ditched my wheels abruptly and went to pick up their guns.
The APC
A
on
shotgun.
the road is still active.
My partner O'Neill kept giving me grief about being obsessed with running people over with cars and some other nonsense. I paid him no mind. I just kept on driving. Listen, if I wanted to solve all my cases by running dudes over, And mass indiscriminate slaughter, that was my business. I wasn't on the force any longer, and I had to ditch my car because holy shit, that's a tank. Holy shit, that was a tank. Not a whole lot I could do against the tank.
Images of the target. It's a shielded cask for spent nuclear fuel. The KPA are known to co-opt those casks for carrying nuclear warheads. We've got a situation here.
Okay, 2 soft tops incoming. Don't fuck this up. I'm
Yes!
detecting a direct link to nearby reinforcements.
I seized one of the
Following
suspects.
behind, I've got another soft top diverting onto the beach.
He was playing tough, but I knew eventually you'd talk. I knew just what to do with wannabe tough guys with like him.
Just tear up the whole damn resort.
Feel like talking now, punk? Was that not enough? How about a little more? Oh, I don't think it actually picked that up. I went for another suspect. Surely this duck would be able to distract me. I launched my distraction. Fly, you fool. What a beautiful son of a bitch. He'd make a fine cop one day, I told myself. As I crept along through the bush, probably not at all doing what the game intended me to do. But you know what? That's just how I roll. Thank you, HD, for that voice redeemed. Let me try a grenade. Surely I'm close enough now, right? There we go. Or are they now gonna... No, wait, those were the vehicles I could have used. Oh, I fucked up. Oh, I fucked up. Please tell me someone clipped that, just being able to seize a duck and just throw it. that shit was hilarious.
KPA trucks are pulling up onto the beach.
That's bad. But with only 3 minutes left, will I learn just how bad it is? Ooh, I want to raid the barn. But the bouncers are giving me a tough time. Oh god, I'm going to die. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. Let me take cover and let my face grow back. Okay, there we go. Oh, I'm out of bullets in this gun. That's not good. Because my other gun kind of sucks. And there's some other friends here too. Okay. I'm probably screwed. Okay, we do this dumb and loud in melee. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Oh, V lets me... Oh, V lets me switch all the modes. X is the fire mode. The single fire mode, I kind of fuck with it. Z is going prone, I guess. Damn it. Stupid reloading animation taking too long. Oh god. Gonna die, gonna die, gonna die, gonna die, gonna die, gonna die. Maximum order. It's so over the top how it announces every mode. Maximum shit. Maximum order. Shit, out of bullets. Alright. Time's up, let's do this. Leroy Jagger! Leroy Jagger! This is surprisingly effective. And on that joyous note, this is Shuffle Saturday, where we play a different game every 30 minutes. That's a little bit of a taste of Crisis Warhead, which, as it turns out, my computer can in fact run. And I think that is actually where I'm gonna... Well, No, yeah, it's been almost 4 hours. That's where I'm going to wrap it up. I need to stream tomorrow as well. So thank you, everybody, for coming out. Spend a little bit of your morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it may be for you. If you're watching the VOD after the fact, I see you. I appreciate you. Yeah, thank you, HD. Thank you, Silvar. And thank you, everyone watching. Is there anyone I know that I can give a raid to? How about we raid out to my streamer senpai, who will never notice me. Proton John, who does a bigger, more Canadian, and more established version of what I do here on Shuffle Saturday, with like a 10 times bigger catalog. He's a good dude. He will absolutely not notice this raid. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow playing some Pentiment. My name is Vimbert. I'll see you around the internets.